Keeping rolling to his right. Wants to look downfield.
He didn't make it. He didn't make it.
We held him.
Unbelievable.
Gonna throw the ball. He's got a man deep.
He's got it.
He's got a man in the middle.
Touchdown! Touchdown! Touchdown!
We win.
Touchdown! Touchdown!
And good evening from Carter Field. We are back for Week 5 of high school football. The Rockets hosting the Conneaut Spartans of Ohio. Our coverage of Titusville Rocket football this season is brought to you by State Farm Insurance, by Bayless Fuel Service, by Oil Creek Plastics, by Interstate Pipe and Supply, by Larry's Auto Service, by True Value Hardware, by Anderson Physical Therapy, by Armstrong, by the Gordon B. Garrett Funeral Home, by the Titusville Dairy Products Company, by Joe Taylor Ford, by Farmers National Bank, by the Titusville Area Hospital Meadville Medical Center, by the Blue Canoe Brewery, by the Titusville Moose Family Center, by the Barking Lot, by Wagner's Gun Tech, by the Oil Country Federal Credit Union, by Corky's Pizza and Subs, by Family Video, and by the Titusville Beverage. And once again, good evening. It is great to be back here at Carter Field for Week 5 of high school football. The Conneaut Spartans making the road trip this year to take on our Rockets here at Carter Field, a week away from homecoming. And the matchup tonight, you've got a 1-3 Conneaut team and an 0-4 Rocket team. Let's welcome our broadcast crew into the conversation. Play-by-play tonight, Jim Bodemer. Color commentating, Mr. Steve Bodemer. Camera operators tonight, Mark Heim and Nick Wig. Hi, guys. It's so hot here, you know that?
Well, I didn't know we played football in the middle of June or July. Boy, it is warm down here.
This feels like Week 1 of high school football.
Well, it does, and weather-wise, it acts like it too. It's just a great day. The whole week's been nice, and for the first day of fall, we've got ourselves off to about 85-degree temperature today, and probably a good football game tonight. 0-4 Rockets, as Luke mentioned, Steve, is coming in. Kind of a lackluster evening a week ago tonight when we took on Harbor Creek up in Erie, and so the week before that, a pretty upbeat a loss to Mercerhurst Prep. So for me today, I was thinking about this game, Steve. I'm thinking what team's going to show up. We show up and play like we did at Mercerhurst Prep, it's going to be a good ball game. If we don't, this could be a little upsided for us. So hope we got the kids fired up. Hope we pick up a win tonight.
Well, I think you're right. I think it's going to depend upon what team for Titusville shows up here tonight. If we decide to play football, it could be a good ball game. And if we don't, well, it could be a long, well, it won't be a long evening, but it could be a very short evening for Titusville.
That's the problem, yeah.
We're going to talk about, on paper, things look well, and they did last year, too, and we'll show some of those stats later on in the pregame show. We'll take a look at that weather forecast. We're going to go down to the field to Bill McCrillis. We're playing back on grass, so what are the field conditions like? Bill will let us know here in a few. But first, Steve had a chance to sit down with Coach Tom Hancock, talk a little bit about last week's game and what to expect out of this week's game. And we have that coming for you next as we continue here on the Rocket pregame show. This is Titusville Rocket football on Stream Television. It is the Larry's Auto Service, Blue Canoe Brewery pregame show. That interview with Coach Hancock's next.
Anderson Physical Therapy is committed to your long-term health and well-being. With certified licensed therapists, Andersons can provide therapy for all your rehabilitation needs. With offices located at 202 Union Street in Titusville and 118 Main Street, Ute, Anderson looks forward to opening their new location in Cambridge Springs, making it convenient for you to get back to doing the things you enjoy. So stay on top of your game with Anderson Physical Therapy, with convenient locations in Northwest Pennsylvania and online 24/7 at andersonphysicaltherapy.net.
A stranger, crazy, or quirkier group of dog lovers cannot be found. We've looked, and that's what you'll find at the Barking Lot in Titusville. Dogs love us because we love dogs. We do everything we can to make sure our clients, dogs, not people, are completely comfortable and happy when they come to our shop. We've worked hard to create a safe, happy, and wholesome environment for everyone. We offer grooming, daycare, and boarding. Plus, you'll find a few products that our clients will love, and so will their owners. So bring your pups in and let them discover their new home away from home, the Barking Lot on Franklin Street in Titusville. Titusville.
Interstate Pipe and Supply means it when we say service means business. With a knowledgeable staff, full fleet of trucks, and large product offering, we can answer your questions and fill your orders, big job or small. Covering multiple applications and industries, we're not just a plumbing location, but a one-stop shop assisting homeowners and contractors quickly and efficiently. We are locally owned and make it our #1 priority to keep our customers returning and happy. We have been a staple in the Titusville community for 40+ years. Stop in today and let us service you. Good luck to the Titusville Rockets this year.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to our pregame show of Week 5. With me is Coach Hancock of the Rockets, and ever so briefly,
yes,
last week really surprised us in the booth, coming off of the game against Mercyhurst Prep. A lot of life
right.
In the team, a lot of spunk, and they fought from opening kickoff to the final.
Right.
And then this past week, things just fell apart in a hurry.
It did. It kind of snowballed, you know, right out of the gate there. We wanted to make some things happen, and we just kind of got brain locked. You know, we didn't cover who we need to cover. We didn't use the right technique, and they took advantage right out of the gate. I think, you know, we had talked about it before, but Harbor Creek was a team that we thought we had a real good chance with. But it's so important, I guess, to go out and score that first touchdown, and that's what they did. And from that point, we just had some difficulty. Never got going.
Yeah, the offense never took hold at all. The defense struggled pretty much from that point on, too. How important is it, do you think, for this team in particular to try to get off and score that first touchdown, get ahead in the game?
Right. I mean, you know, and we hate going back and forth and comparing, but, you know, I think that would do a lot to boost their confidence, and we haven't really had an opportunity to do that yet. But one of the things we were comparing, or we looked at it as a staff, the 4 teams that we played coming up, you know, those first 4 teams, their winning percentage was .875%. The next 6 teams, that includes Franklin, their winning percentage is .208%.
Right.
I'm like, so if we're going to jump on it, boys, now would be a good time.
Well, and that's what we talked about last week, it being a crucial game because our schedule is front-end loaded.
Right.
You know, we're playing the top teams right out of the gate, and then it kind of falls from there. Now we've got tonight the team from Ohio, Conneaut, Ohio's coming in. I looked. I don't think they've won a game yet. I think they're in the same boat we are, 0-4.
Well, I think they won one game, and I believe it was against Oil City there. But yeah, they are a very similar situation. You know, they just got beat from Mercyhurst Prep, and so, you know, again, evenly matched kind of on paper. We'll just see what happens, because we don't normally get to see, you know, the a couple teams that they've played were out of Ohio, so we don't know much about them. We just see some of the film, but that's hard to gauge.
Yeah, because so, you're not studying any of the Ohio teams, so you have nothing really to compare on coming into this game. So it's almost like a brand new brand new season basically for Titusville, and I think that's one of the things the kids have to understand is, you know, realistically our seasons can start tonight. Right. So what are we looking at? Conneaut last year, I think they were senior driven, very competitive with us. Of course, that was the 1-point loss. Yep. The only regular season loss for Titusville last year, and they had to have graduated some kids. They graduated their quarterback, and he was a very good quarterback, and they also graduated their stem back and linebacker. They have a good size linebacker in there for, you know, when we go traps or something inside. He's a good size, but he doesn't move quite as well to get out to some of our run pass things, but we've got to catch the ball. You know, to make it an effective offense, we have to be able to extend our run game, and we haven't been able to do that yet. So going to keep with it, though. Yeah, you got to keep going. I mean, you don't have any other choice. Right. You can't. It's not like you can put in a whole new offense in a week. Right. You know, that's just the way it is. A couple people have mentioned, you know, in high school football, is Coach Hancock adjusting his offense to fit what he has? You know, he needs a different offense. Well, my response is, okay, but you're going to hop around and put different offenses in every year. That's an impossible feat to do.
Right. You know, and there are proponents that say we're just a wing T offense, and that's what we're going to do. And you know, it's been very successful for Wilmington and for Greenville and those. But then you know, it's cyclical too. Dan York at Oil City had a lot of success at Lakeview with that kind of offense. He brought it to Oil City. He's not had so much
success with it. Yeah.
So you know, we do try to adjust. You know, we knocked out probably about 20 plays from our list just because we don't have the personnel to run them.
Right.
You know, we've eliminated those plays, and so you know, we've got to be good at running what we have, and we just haven't been able to run anything really well.
So it's kind of like basically with high school football, both offensively and defensively, it's sort of like a backup quarterback coming into an NFL team. You've got to scale that playbook back,
right? Because
he's just not as competent as the starter. That's what he'd be doing.
Yep, that's it.
And that's the adjustment I think that Titusville that you're making with these kids. It's just a matter of finding something that works.
Right.
And to do that, of course, you have to have 11 kids
all on the same page.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's been a problem.
That has been. I mean, it's always one or two people breakdown. Well, it doesn't. Play can be ruined by one or two people.
Right.
So that's what happens a lot of times.
Defensively, tonight's ball game, pretty much standard defense for Titusville.
Yeah.
Throwing in a couple of changes here and there.
We're going to have even. You know, we're going to even up the front. Last week we had a lot of odd fronts. We're going to even it up this week. We just seem to look better in that, and then. You know, they spread us out a lot. They'll go empty backfield, and they run a lot of similar plays that we do. So they'll be in spread quite a bit. So that kind of gives us a nice matchup, and maybe we'll throw, you know, a blitz here or there. So
just something to cross them up. Of course, like you said, their quarterback's gone. They got a new quarterback.
Right.
Try to cross him up. Well, good luck tonight.
Thank you.
We're looking for the first win of the season. We're back at home finally. After a couple of weeks on the road. Titusville and Conneaut coming up tonight. Stay tuned.
Hospital partners, Meadville Medical Center and Titusville Area Hospital together provide a continuum of high-quality care across Crawford County. Both create the ultimate patient experience. Every patient, every time. Meadville Medical Center and Titusville Area Hospital are more than a hospital. We are a hospital partner, a community partner, a family partner, and a health partner.
Healing Heroes is an opportunity for Armstrong and our communities to give back. We've partnered with Guardian Angels Medical Service Dogs, which rescues, raises, and individually trains the highest caliber service and assistance dogs at their facility in Williston, Florida. They are then paired with veterans with disabilities such as PTSD, seizure disorders, and more. If you would like to help, visit facebook.com/Armstrong1Wire and click the Healing Heroes tab. Together, we can unleash the power to heal.
Oil Creek Plastics, the industry leader in polyethylene pipe, is proud to be a part of the Titusville community and a proud sponsor of Titusville High School athletics. Located off Route 27 in East Titusville, Oil Creek Plastics has been a vested part of the Titusville community for 28 years. At Oil Creek Plastics, we take pride in supporting our community and are thrilled to bring instant and slow motion replay to the stream's Titusville Rockets sports broadcasts. In Titusville and here to stay, Oil Creek Plastics. Best of luck to the Titusville Rockets.
And welcome back to the Larry's Auto Service Blue Canoe Brewery pregame show. Back at Carter Field for Rocket football after being away for a few weeks. Titusville High School Marching Band out on the field. We're going to be going down to the field to Bill McCrillis, who's on the wireless mic tonight, brought to you by the Titusville Dairy Products Company and by McElroy's Flower Shop. Bill, you down there?
Yeah, down here. Here we go. Down by the goalpost here. Hey, guys, the grass is really nice. Got a few bare spots on the field. I don't know why. Nobody practices on this field. We've only had, one game on this?
Well, you've got the Wednesday night youth program going on and some JV ball. So,
oh, that's right, Wednesday night.
So it's being used a bit, but it's in really good shape for the number of times it's been used.
Yeah, it's a little bumpy, though, guys. I mean, it's not bad, but it's not like we've been fields we've been on to for the last 3 weeks.
You know, we're showing right now up here in our monitors, Bill, temperature 75 degrees. What's it? Is it a little warmer down there? You got a breeze, anything like that down there?
No, the sun's gone down, and believe it or not, Jim, it's nice and cool right here with the sun down.
Yeah, it's going to be a great evening for football. Steve, you played this kind of weather. The question will be, what will happen to these kids as the game goes along, and will we get into a lake cramp situation? Because it's a little bit humid, but it's really quite hot for this time of year.
Well, it's going to be the heat's going to be the question. Is which team can handle the heat better? I look for the big guys up front for both squads. If you're going to see somebody grab legs for cramps, it's probably going to start there, unless of course we got somebody running for hundreds and hundreds of yards, and hopefully that'll be Parker Harvey.
Yeah, I hope so.
And so forth. But yeah, it's a hot night. It's probably the hottest game night we've had so far this year. But these are fun games to play. You have no weather to worry about whatsoever. It's just relax now, concentrate on football, and have some fun.
You know, we mentioned a couple weeks ago about how we lucked out the last 3 years with some really great Friday night football, weather-wise speaking, and tonight's no exception. We mentioned earlier, Steve, depending on what team for Titusville shows up, I was thinking during the break time, we really had a train wreck last week as an overall team, but so did the officials, and we had ourselves quite a time. It was one of the better games for you and me. We have a tendency to get on those zebras a little bit, and they set themselves up pretty good last week for us, so I appreciated that.
Well, it did, and it was surprisingly because, of course, it was a mercy rule game again.
Yeah.
But that game, I think, took longer. And then a couple of powwows, they weren't sure what to call or what to do after the call. So hopefully it goes a little bit smoother tonight.
And they never called up here to ask us because we were sure glad to tell them what to do. Well, anyway, we're about set to go, waiting for the Rockets to come down. Conneaut has been introduced to the crowd, and when the Rockets get down, we'll have the introduction of Titusville Rocket players, the national anthem, and we'll get this game underway. Larry's Auto, the Blue Canoe Brewery pregame show. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Bayless Fuel in Titusville carries a full line of automotive and truck maintenance supplies, like Wix filters, the best performing, most reliable filters in the world. Interstate Batteries, the #1 replacement brand battery in North America. Bayless Fuel also carries motor oils, greases, and specialty lubricants, like hydraulic oils, transmission fluid, brake fluid, antifreeze, and more. Let the friendly staff find the right product for the job at hand. Bayless Fuel on South Brown Street in Titusville.
It's Joe Taylor Ford's 16th anniversary, and we want to say thank you. Thank you for making Joe Taylor Ford your first choice when purchasing a new or used vehicle. So for this month only, we're giving away some cool stuff. Stop in anytime and register for chances to win every Monday, no purchase necessary. We want to say thank you for 16 great years of business. Oh, and while you're here, check out the Ford F-150 or Ford Escape. So hurry on in to Joe Taylor Ford and celebrate with us. Route 257 in Seneca.
You could be my love, even if the sky is falling down. I know that we'll be safe and sound.
So many Americans struggle with finances. Starting today, State Farm is here to help, giving us all the chance to simply sit down and learn. Visit letstarttoday.com or talk to an agent.
We're safe and sound.
The Titusville Moose Family Center number 84 is a proud supporter of Titusville Rocket Athletics. And just like in Rocket Sports, the Titusville Moose Lodge is committed to working together to make our community a better place to live, work, and play. The Titusville Moose Family Center contributes thousands of dollars into scholarship opportunities for area students, in addition to supporting other nonprofit entities in our own backyard. Students, get involved with your community and make a difference. Good luck, Rockets, and know we'll always be cheering for you from the Titusville Moose Family Center.
And welcome back to the Larry's Auto Service Blue Canoe Brewery pre-game show from Carter Field. You guys were talking about last week's game. Let's talk about last year's game. And Coach said to you in the interview, Steve, that on paper things look pretty even. Look at the stats from last year. These are the ones that were offered on Max Preps, but
Well, you take a look at it. It was a 28-27 ball game. First half scoring title at 27 points to 14. And then got shut out in the second half, and that was a few turnovers, I think, that kind of bit us there. But total plays, 65 for Conneaut, 58 Titusville. First downs were 18 apiece. Penalties were 3 apiece. It just doesn't get a whole lot more tight than that type of a ball game. Yeah. And if Titusville plays up to their potential, I believe you could be looking at another very similar type ball game.
Well, we certainly hope so. You know, we talk every year, Luke, about the place to be on Friday night is at Titusville Carter Field to watch the Rockets play football. Well, one of the people just come in here that I want to say hello to, former teacher, but kind of a classic around Titusville right now. Mr. Bill Blood's here, and Bill's down in the stand someplace, and I just saw him walk up in with Thelma, so just want to say a quick hello to him. It's nice to see him at the stadium tonight. Titusville Rockets are down on the field. We're waiting for Mr. Greg Hauk, the PA announcer for the Titusville Rockets, to introduce the starting lineups for Titusville. Then we'll have the national anthem. Steve, we talked about turnovers. They're so critical. The other thing we haven't talked about tonight, we have in the past, getting that first score. We have never gotten the first score to get this thing going, and how critical that might be for us tonight. Whether we get the ball or not, get the 3 and out, get the ball back, but put the first 7 on the board.
Well, I think it's very important, and you heard Coach Hancock mention that in the interview. It's going to do a lot for the Titusville confidence, particularly on offense, to try to get that first score, particularly if you can do it with a good 50, 60, 70-yard drive, and that'll help boost your confidence a little bit. And of course, a score always pumps your team up, and that'll help your defense hopefully keep things under control.
Well, it'd be nice to get that score. We'll see whether or not Titusville can do it, as the Rockets are being introduced to a nice crowd here this evening on this beautiful, beautiful fall day here at Titusville Carter Field. We'll be back for the national anthem and the kickoff right after these messages. Stay with us.
Farmers National Bank has always been committed to the communities they serve. It's part of our mission to remain an independent community bank where the art of a handshake has not been lost. We continue to strive to offer the highest standard in industry competitive products and services. We act not only to benefit the bank, but our customers, businesses, communities, and our employees, because we know our employees pride themselves in their work and serving their communities. When you invest with us, you can be proud to know that we're investing it right back, and that's the way it should be. We're Farmers National Bank. Go Rockets!
The Gordon B. Garrett Funeral Home is dedicated to providing the highest level of service to Titusville and surrounding communities. Our family and staff continues the tradition started by Gordon B. Garrett in 1965, treating our clients with care and respect. Since then, we have grown, now in our 3rd generation and in 2 locations, 303 North Washington Street and 203 East Main Street, Titusville. The Gordon B. Garrett Funeral Home, a history of tradition and commitment to excellence.
Sometimes a project becomes more than just checking off your to-do list.
Behind every project is a true value, with locations in Titusville and in Franklin. Whether you're a hunter, sports shooter, or collector, you'll want to come in and check out the all-new Wagner's Gun Tech. Wagner's Gun Tech is now open on State Highway 27 in Titusville, carrying a great selection of quality guns, ammunition, gun safes, and more. Wagner's Gun Tech is buying, selling, and trading firearms. They also offer expert gun repair and appraisal, and coming soon, professional gunsmithing. Wagner's friendly, knowledgeable staff will be happy to help you find just what you're looking for. Call them at 775-0688, or better yet, stop into Wagner's Gun Tech, Route 27, Titusville.
Welcome to Titusville Area School District's presentation of Titusville Rocket Sports on the Stream.
A week away from homecoming, week 5 of high school football here at Carter Field. After being on the road for a few weeks, it is great to be back. It is the Rockets and the Spartans of Conneaut, Ohio. A year ago, we were on the road there. This year, they are here. On paper, things look pretty even, but as you guys have been talking about during this pregame show, which team shows up tonight?
Yeah, that's one of the nice things about sports. You can have anything you want on paper, but you got to play the game, especially on the high school level. And so I don't care what they say, as long as we get our team out there and we're ready to go. I think we got a good shot at picking up our first win here this evening. And we're all set. The band getting lined up at the north end of the field, and we'll be having the playing of our national anthem. And the national anthem played by the Titusville High School Marching Band. You know, Steve, we talk about the striped shirts out there. I see one striped shirt there, or one striped shirt out at the 50-yard line that I will never criticize. And that's, of course, the one that Bill McCrillis has on. Nice-looking American flag decorations, and appreciate that, Bill. Looks good out there.
Oh, thank you.
And we're waiting for the captains to go out, and we'll have the toss the coin happened a few minutes ago, but they'll tell us how it came out, and we'll get this game underway. So should be a good one. Hoping Titusville is fired up, ready to go, and can pick up our first win of the season. Conneaut, Ohio Spartans looking for their second win. And we'll send it down to the field to man with the mic, Mr. Bill.
Okay, everybody's introducing themselves again, so here we go coming down here now.
About in the pregame ship, Titusville won the toss, so you put your backs over there. You're going to receive, you put your backs here, you're going to kick. Won the toss, and they will receive.
We will receive, gentlemen.
Well, we'll get the ball first time, Steve. We'll find out real quick if we can do something offensively here this evening and maybe pick up some points.
And tonight, the wireless mic is brought to you by the Titusville Dairy Products Company and by McElroy's Flower Shop in homecoming next week. So if you need flowers for those special occasions, contact McElroy's Flower Shop.
And as you heard in the announcements, now they've moved Jack Garrett back to quarterback. This is not a flip-flopping issue. It's not that Coach Hancock can't make up his mind who he wants to play at that position. But last week's starter,
Andrew
Fish, Andrew Fish is not in pads tonight. So apparently there's an injury there that's going to force Jack Garrett back into the quarterback position. But on the other hand, we were told off camera, and since we're so close to kickoff, I'll let the cat out of the bag. Lucci DeRose, the senior linebacker who's been limited to defense, has also been cleared to play offense. We may see him on the offensive side of the ball tonight.
And that wraps up our Larry's Auto Service Blue Canoe Brewery pregame show.
Landon Palmer's going back deep along with Parker Harvey. They'll be standing back at about the Titusville 10-yard line as we get set to go. The kickoff now is underway, and it's going to come down the right side, and it's going to be taken at about the 22-yard line. Jackson out across the 25 to 30, across the 35 out to about the 37-yard line. Nice return by Isaac Jackson.
Well, here's one of the things that we talked about in weeks 1 and 2, where we get the catcher the kickoff, and it's on the sidelines. You're from the hash mark to the sidelines. The kids are running back up into the middle where the return is designed to go, and we're getting a little better return. That's a good start for the Titusville Rockets.
First down 10 Titusville from their own 38-yard line. Good return by Isaac Jackson. Titusville will send doubles to the left, single to the right. And they'll keep two backs in. This time we have Harvey and DeRose in the backfield along with Jack Garrett at quarterback. Garrett looking over the defense. And
he has a flag. He touched him.
There's a jump offside. Let's see if it's either. It looks to me like that is Mr. Burns going to call that offsides on Conneaut. I believe that's Mr. Burns over there, the official. So 5-yard penalty, pick up first down and 5 as the defensive end jumped.
Yeah, Titusville just hands on their knees, and then when Jack starts delivering the cadence, they go down, and it prompted the defensive end to jump across and make contact.
Doubles left, single to the right, two backs in. Now we put Signs. It is in the backfield, I'm mistaken. Signs, ball goes, no, to the pass to Signs on the outside. Turns upfield. He's out across the 45 for about the 46. See where they spot. Pick up a maybe 2 in the play. That was almost a lateral there, Steve.
Almost, and very, very close. But you got to remember, you got Jack Garrett back in there, who's just had a week worth of work. So there's a little bit of an adjustment there, but you pick up enough yardage there, you can make it second and manageable.
Second and 3. Trips to the right for Titusville, single to the left. Harvey in the backfield with Garrett. Ball's almost in the center of the field for the Rockets. Now we put Jacobson in motion to the left. On the snap. Ball's given off to Parker Harvey. Drives straight ahead. He's across the 45 to the 40. Inside the 40 to 35. The 25. Broke 3 tackles. Almost a touchdown. Well, that's a good run.
There's a good solid run there, but a nice job first and foremost. Inside guards, both guards and the center open up a gap right in the middle. And then if I'm a coach for Connie and I'm telling my kids, open your arms up, fellas. Here we go. We're going to see this coming up here. It's a good play by Titusville. The snap's going to come in here. We pull the guard. There's the
nice
kick-out block, and there's the opening up. He gets through here. Now, you're going to see one man miss there, one there. Nobody. There's another shoulder. And we've yelled at our Titusville kids. There's the only kid that tried to hit his arms around him. Bad tackling to start the ball game for Conneaut.
Hey, we'll take it. We got it for 7-0 Titusville. If we can make this point after, Harvey will do the honors. 55-yard run for Harvey from scrimmage. The snap is low. We're going to break out. Signs is going to have to roll to his right. He's going to have to try to get a block. He cannot. And the penalty, check the penalty. The extra point will be no good. So real quick, like Steve, with less than a minute into the game, Titusville comes up with the first touchdown, and we lead 6-0 here in the first quarter.
Yeah, and that was, again, it was a good play, and it was a nice run. The nice thing about this run, too, for Parker Harvey, he sees the opening coming up right in the middle. We're going to get a good kick out. The left guard's going to pull. You'll see it here. There he comes. That's Partridge pulling, making the block. Everybody else does their job, and then it's just Parker takes off. And the nice thing about this is there's no dancing. It's just straight ahead. Tackle me if you can. And hopefully, Parker remembers this throughout the course of the game. If these kids aren't going to try to tackle him any better than that, he'll run for 300 yards tonight.
I missed who threw the block. I don't see. I thought it was 70, but I don't have a 70 in this program.
No, I think it was 76 for Titusville as the guard. That's
Partridge.
Yeah, I think Partridge came across on the trap.
Great block.
Very well executed play. And that's the kind of things that we've talked about with Titusville, and we knew it. We know it's there for these guys. You just have to pull it together. They have on that play. Hopefully, for the rest of this ball game.
So Parker Harvey now will put the ball at the 40-yard line for the kickoff. They have 2 deep for. It's Pritchard is one that's deep. They're standing back at about the 15. Harvey's kick is to the left side. It's going to be taken at the 15. The runner comes out across the 20, cuts back to his right, across the 25, and he's going to hit and brought down about the 33-yard line.
Looks like for Titusville on that, Boaz LaRoque was in on the tackle, and I think, no, down here. I think Levi Nosko might have been the other one in on the tackle. So Titusville does a nice job in kick coverage, and let's see what our defense can do now.
Brandon Smiley will be the quarterback for Conneaut. He's a 6'1", 152-pound quarterback. They'll run pretty much the same offense as Titusville. They'll send 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Mike Williams will be the running back. Brandon Smiley's going to throw deep. He's got the ball deep, and it is in and out of the hands of Alan Christine down about the 40-yard line.
That's Laird Stover, the left side cornerback for the Titusville Rockets in coverage, and not in bad position. This is a pump fake there, not a bad fake, and a good throw. This ball's thrown in the right area. I tell my receiver, you got 2 hands. God gives you 2. Please use them both.
Yeah, I tried to make that one-hand grab. We talked about that watching them warm up. Again, they keep 3 to the left on a 2nd down and 10. The ball's at the Conneaut 33. Williams in the backfield along with Smiley, the quarterback. Smiley going to throw again. Same side. Pass is complete to Christine. He's out across the 45, the 50, inside Tassel territory. Drives ahead. Big boy. Down to about the Tassel 46. 6'1", 230. Alan Christine for Conneaut. Picks up the first down.
But that play is set up by the last play. They pumped it and went deep and didn't connect it. This one here, he's going to come on the out pattern. Makes the completion. Laird's over there. Grab him, hold on, and here comes DeRose and company to help finish off the tackle.
First down and 10. Now it's time the Spartans will send 2 to the left. They'll keep in 1, 2 to the right, 1 to the left. The ball's given off the tailback, coming across the right side. Tries to get outside. He's inside the 40 of Tyson, down to about the 37. And that was Seth Fedor.
They've got some big running backs. Titusville's going to have to get him. The best way to stop a big running back is to try to get in there before he gets going.
Second down 2 for Conneaut. Their first possession of the game. Titusville's first possession went 55 yards on a run for the touchdown. Ball's given up, tailback coming the other way. Gets to the outside. Jackson's got to get out there with him. He's not there. Williams knocked out of bounds at about the 15.
Touchdown saving tackle there by Isaac Jackson, but we've got to do a better job. We're getting caught on the outside. Our ends and outside backers are getting hooked. The Titusville switching their defense. They went to a 4-3, but we've got to get to the outside a little bit better. Can't allow this edge.
Williams is a 5'10", 182-pound back for Conneaut. Conneaut will send 2 to the right, first down and 10. They're at the Rocket 17. Single to the left. Smiley on the counter. Oh, Williams come up the left side wide open, and he's brought down. Nice tackle by Jackson. I thought he was going to get in that time, Steve.
Yeah, I did too. And here, this is a counter. We have trouble with counters and have historically here. Play looks like it's going to the right, and he's going to come into the left, and it's a wide open hole here. So right now, Conneaut's offensive line doing a decent job against Titusville, opening up holes to run through.
9:30 to go, first quarter, just underway here at Carter Field. Titusville leads 6-0. This time, Conneaut sending 2 to the right, 1 to the left. It's a second down and 4 from the Rocket 10-yard line. Fedor and Williams, the ball's given up to Fedor straight ahead, and he's brought down and right around the 5-yard line. I was watching our defensive coach, not very happy man right there. Somebody blew an assignment, I think.
Yeah, I think so. We see Parker Harvey coming up into the hole from the inside linebacker position here. He's there, gets off the block pretty well, but drops his head real quick, and that allows the running back to get around him.
First and goal. Smiley gives it straight ahead to Fedor. He's in on the right side for the touchdown. So right away, Conneaut answers Titusville 6. They put 6 on the board. We're tied 6-all here in the first quarter with 8:59 to go. In the first quarter, we'll see whether or not the Spartans can put the extra point on the board. Titusville unable to.
Again, you've only seen about 2 or 3 plays in that whole drive.
Yeah.
The 2 passes, and then they ran wide to the right, wide to the left, which were basically the same, and then they're running this quick counter inside the guards.
Coach Hancock out on the field talking to the official. I don't know what he's seeing, something out there that he doesn't like. He called the referee over. Fake kick, and that's going to go nowhere. I don't know whether the snap was bad or what, but the holder brought the ball up like he wanted to throw the left side, but was brought down. 8:59 to go, first quarter. We're tied at 6. We'll be right back.
Sometimes a project becomes more than just checking off your to-do list.
Behind every project is a true value, with locations in Titusville and in Franklin. The Gordon B. Garrett Funeral Home is dedicated to providing the highest level of service to Titusville and surrounding communities. Our family and staff continues the tradition started by Gordon B. Garrett in 1965, treating our clients with care and respect. Since then, we have grown, now in our 3rd generation and in 2 locations, 303 North Washington Street and 203 East Main Street, Titusville. The Gordon B. Garrett Funeral Home, a history of tradition and commitment to excellence.
Ethan Knight to kick off for Conneaut. Back deep is Harvey and Palma for Titusville. 6-6 score. The kick's going to come up real short. It's going to hit it to 40, and it's going to be recovered, almost recovered by Conneaut, and we're fighting for it over there. I don't know who has it. Conneaut says they do, and so does the official. They kicked it right into the hole, and kind of an onside kick. I think it was planned that way, the way the right side of that kickoff team was running, Steve. And Conneaut's able to come up with the ball. They'll have a first down and 10 in about the Titusville 35.
Yeah, it was planned because that thing was booted right there, and there's a big gap over there. And because the far kickoff cover man was on a dead sprint down the field, he knew that's what was going to happen. So I think that was a planned play by Conneaut.
Conneaut keeps two in the backfield with Smiley. Smiley looking to throw, pump fake. Now he's going to go deep to Christine. He's going to overthrow him down around the 7-yard line. Check that. That was not to Christine. That would have been to West at the wideout spot.
That's twice now they've opened up drives with that pump and go action here. You can see there's the pump fake, and then the quarterback throws the ball up there. Not in real bad position from Laird Stover. He did get beat there towards the end, but the ball way overthrown.
Second down and 10. Single two to the left, one to the right for Conneaut. Two in the backfield. Brandon Smiley, quarterback. Now he turns and looks to his bench. Make some adjustments here. We're tied at 6. First quarter action, Carterfield. Ball's given off the first man through, and that's Williams. He gets down inside the 30 of Titusville to about the 29. Pickup of about 6 on the play, 5 on the play.
That's DeRose on the tackle there. Nice job by Lucci holding him to just a 5-yard gain. Let's take a look here. Yeah, he's there. I'd like to see that reaction just a little bit quicker, a step quicker. Every yard you can get to him quicker.
Third down and 5 now. Big third down play. 2 to the left for Conneaut, 1 to the right. On the snap, give it on the counter across the right side, 31 out across the 15, check that to 20, inside the 20 to about the 17-yard line.
That's Parker Harvey for Titusville in on the tackle, but here's this counter action again we're talking about. You can see the fake to the left, and here comes the other tailback. And there's just a gaping hole there right now. We're not getting off of blocks up front. That takes a little bit of time to develop. Defensive linemen have to shed a blocker here and get into the play.
So it's a first down and 10 at the Titusville 16 now for Conneaut. All this coming by way of an onside kick after scoring their touchdown. 2 to the left, 1 to the right for Conneaut. Williams was leaning. Ball's good enough to Williams straight ahead. He drives ahead. He's going to be hit by DeRose and brought down, but he's going to get inside the 10.
And again, this is the same play. They're running it just straight ahead football. Right now, it's center guards are controlling things. There's the trap blocker coming in, 52, and he makes a nice block. That is Nathan Pape making a block.
Titusville's going to take a timeout and talk this thing over and see if they can get a stop here. 6-6 the score, 7:36 left to go here in the first quarter. And Bill, what are you seeing down there offensively for us? Defensively, excuse me.
Well, I think it's just going to be a give-and-go game tonight, guys. Tit for tat. I really just have that feeling.
Well, it's just button heads in the middle of the line. Right now, Conneaut's line's winning. They have a guard that is playing quite well at that side. Let me see if I can find him here. John Appleby's 5'11", 280, number 54. They seem to be running off of his side, plus they're pulling from the other side with this Tanner Captain, who's 6'1", 217. So between the pulling guard and the big tackle, Steve, we're getting smacked pretty good on the right side.
Well, we've got to, you've got to try to attack a little bit more here up front. They're big kids, and yeah, they're coming at you, but you've got to get your hands up a little quicker, not let them into your body. If you're a defensive lineman, try to shake them off a few quick and get some penetration.
Second down and 2 now for Conneaut after the timeout. They're at the Titusville 7 with 7:36 to go first quarter. 2 to the left, 2 to the right, single back. Smiley wants to throw, throws over the middle. Oh, almost picked off, and it goes incomplete. I was waiting for a flag.
I was too. It looked like there was a little bit of contact down there, but also thought we had a chance to get an interception there in the end zone.
Yeah, I thought maybe Jackson was going to come up with it, but it was thrown away from him. Third down and 2 now. I think they're probably figuring they can get the 2 yards through the running game that they've been very successful at so far in these first 2 series.
This is where, your defensive front, you got to get them up here. Colin Hoffmeister now is back in on defense. He's right over top the center, it looks like.
We got 5 down. Snap. Shuffle pass up the middle. They're driving straight ahead, in close to the goal line. Be enough for the first down. And it was Williams, I believe. And he's about 2 yards out of the end zone. So bring up a first down and goal from the 2 quickly. Conneaut up to the line of scrimmage. Smiley's under center. Smiley's going to push it right straight ahead, and he'll get in for the touchdown. Yes, there's the signal. So Conneaut puts the second touchdown on the board, and they'll go up 12-6, over Titusville. So it paid off, Steve. The onside kick, and they would drive it down the field, put 6 on the board for themselves.
Yeah, they did, and then they did it the same way they did the first drive. It's just the inside running game right now is just paying big dividends for Conneaut.
Conneaut will get set to kick. Ethan Knight to do the kicking. Snap placement. The kick is up, and the kick is good. 7:15 to go in the first quarter. 13-6. Conneaut on top of the Titusville Rockets. We'll be back right after this.
Healing Heroes is an opportunity for Armstrong and our communities to give back. We've partnered with Guardian Angels Medical Service Dogs, which rescues, raises, and individually trains the highest caliber service and assistance dogs at their facility in Williston, Florida. They are then paired with veterans with disabilities such as PTSD, seizure disorders, and more. If you would like to help, visit facebook.com/ArmstrongOneWire and click the Healing Heroes tab. Together, we can unleash the power to heal.
Whether you're a hunter, sports shooter, or collector, you'll want to come in and check out the all-new Wagner's Gun Tech. Wagner's Gun Tech is now open on State Highway 27 in Titusville, carrying a great selection of quality guns, ammunition, gun safes, and more. Wagner's Gun Tech is buying, selling, and trading firearms. They also offer expert gun repair and appraisal, and coming soon, professional gunsmithing. Wagner's friendly, knowledgeable staff will be happy to help you find just what you're looking for. Call them at 775-0688, or better yet, stop into Wagner's Gun Tech, Route 27, Titusville.
Knight approaches the ball to kickoff. He's going to kick to the same spot on the right side. It's taken by Titusville at the 40 and out to the 44-yard line. Again, the short kick. But this time we field the ball. And that was Roman, I believe,
making the catch there.
So Titusville will have a first down and 10 at their own 44-yard line. Let's take advantage of this and take it down and get another score.
Well, we were watching them during warm-ups during kickoff, and we noticed that the legs weren't really all that strong. This might be their answer to it, to try to pick and poke through there and maybe get a cheap possession.
Titusville will come out of the huddle. Bish will go wide to the left. Now we have 3 to the left. We're stacking them on the left side in the slot. Single to the right. Now we put a man in motion. Jacobson to the right. Garrett gives the ball off. First man through. He drives ahead. Flag on the play. Pickup of probably no gain. That was DeRose carrying the ball, not Parker Harvey.
Not sure what the flag was for. Maybe somebody turned up. Maybe the motion man turned up early.
Don't know. I didn't see. It's on the other side.
Moved, yeah.
Oh, we're moving there.
Yeah.
The whiteouts were moving. Yeah, illegal procedure for Titusville. And they're going to take the penalty. That'll move the ball back. It'll be 1st and 15.
Yeah, just that little bit. And I mean, I think the receiver was just kind of making himself a little bit more comfortable. Wasn't anything through the play, but, you can't move once you're set there.
1st and 10.
Titusville will now have it first down and 15. The ball's back at the 39. We'll send trips to the right. Single to the left. We stack them in the slot right. Garrett at quarterback. DeRose at running back. Garrett wanting to throw. He's going to roll to his right. Still looking. He's got a man deep. He's got him there. It's in and out of the hands. Oh, mercy. Ryan Bish down about the 35. And just in and out of his hands at the 35.
This is a nice job here. Jack Garrett, very cool behind the center here. He's going to take a look, not see much. Not seeing anybody open here. Now he feels the pressure coming, so he comes to the right, keeps his eyes open downfield. Nice throw. The ball's right there. That's got to be caught. That's a big, big play that you're just giving away.
Got to make it up. Titusville now stacks on the left side in tight. On the counter, coming to the left side, goes nowhere. Maybe a loss of 1 or so on the play. The ball will be out to the 34. Got to be at the 33-yard line where they'll spot it. Bring up a 3rd down and 15 for Titus, so 3rd down and 16 maybe.
Now these are, we talked about penalties and negative plays that kill you when you're struggling offensively, and here you had a 5-yard penalty right off the bat, then you miss an opportunity for a 20 to 30-yard pass play. That, it just keeps you in a hole.
Doubles both sides for the Rockets. Garrett on the snap. Looking short. Oh, he's going to be rushed, and he's going to be brought down. Driven back, hit it about the 25. And that'll bring up a 4th down situation in a whole bundle. So it'll be a punt situation for Titusville.
This is going to come right up the middle. Watch the center here. You see the linebacker creeping up here. He's going to come on the blitz, and the center, we just miss him. And there's a left tackle out there. Nobody around him. We just got to do a better job up front. You got to give him a chance to at least throw the ball.
Yeah, that's kind of a jailbreak for that defensive line.
That from the Oil Creek Plastics instant replay.
So Parker Harvey will be doing the kicking. And he'll get the kick away from about, be right around his 15-yard line. Have a single man back at the 45. We'll get a number here in a minute. Now we have a whistle timeout, and Titusville is not set. Didn't have the right formation in there.
Well, they're missing a guy. They've only got 10 guys on the field, I believe.
Yeah, they had to send an extra in, so they're had to take a timeout.
And this is one of the things that I, as a coach, and having to hang around coaches drives them absolutely insane. You want to drive a coach into an early grave, this is the way to do it right here.
It didn't work for your dad. He's still around.
Yeah, but it came close.
We're going to get first. Well, I'm going to go home. You guys are talking, you and the coach were talking about this in your interview. I don't know if we recorded it, but we had this problem, I know it was last week or so.
Last week, yeah.
As you said, the kids, you got to understand, your name is Punt Team.
That's right.
Forget about what your mom and dad call you. You're called Punt Team.
Mom and dad might call you Joe, but I call you Punt Team.
When you hear that, that's you. 4th down and 29. Harvey set to kick. Single back for... Oh, snap's going to be over. Nice catch by Harvey. And a decent punt. Good hang time. Going to be taking it to 45. Running
Good
back.
job.
Oh, he missed a couple tackles. And there's a...
Looked like a block in the back possibly there. Maybe, I'm not sure. But that's Zayd Crawford for Titusville making the tackle. This is a nice job here by Harvey just getting the punt away, catching the ball. I kind of thought maybe he's taking a look. I thought he'd wave it off, but he didn't. First guy down there made him come the other way. Second guy there, you got to hit him and take him down.
Yeah, I thought maybe Nicholson got kind of blocked in the back there, but anyway, 1st down and 10. Conneaut. They give the ball off to Williams, going across the right side, out across the 50, the 45, and knocked out of bounds over there someplace. The official will mark it right about the 45, I believe, of Titusville. Pick up a 6 on the play.
Remember, we're going with a 4-man front, and this is Jacobson out on that left end spot. And in this particular defense, our defensive ends, I believe, have containment. Now, he's close on that. He did force it a lot wider than we've seen so far this game. We still got to get out there and turn that back into pursuit.
Thomas will come wide to the left, along with Pinkerton. Christine wide to the right for Conneaut. Smiley going to give the ball to the tailback. Coming to the left side. He's got the blocking downfield. He's across the Titusville 40. Gets to be outside. Runs out of bounds at about the Titusville 30-yard line. I believe that was Williams again.
And this is the same play. They're just going to come near side with it instead of going far side. That's, realistically, you've only seen probably about 5 plays. And here you see they've got the whole inside caved in on us. We've got to do a better job. DeRose gets caught inside. We got to get outside of this. Defensive ends have to hold leverage on there.
5:05 to go here in the first quarter. 13-6. Conneaut driving with 2 to the right. Single to the left. Smiley rolling to his right, and he's going to throw it up short. Nice pressure in there for Titusville. And that was by Austin Crick.
Yeah, we finally get a little bit of pressure on the quarterback, and this is just a fake. And as a former quarterback, I can tell you I do not like that reverse spin, because you lose track of everybody when you put your back to the field, and then you turn around and there's somebody from a different colored jersey in your face. Makes it even more interesting.
2 to the right, 1 to the left, double back. The ball's given off to the man coming across the right side, gets to the outside. Nice job.
That's a better play coming up there. Who is that?
Jack Garrett.
Jack Garrett coming up. That's what you got to see. You know, when your front guys are having a little bit of trouble getting off of blocks and you see this action happening in the backfield, get up here and make a tackle, and that's what you see here. Both guards pull. They do a nice job, but we set an edge, force them up into there, and that's where Jack gets off of his block and makes a tackle.
Brings up a 3rd down and 8 with 4:34 to go in the first quarter with 13-6. Conneaut on top. Titusville scored first, and Conneaut has put 2 on the board since. They send trips to the left, 1 to the right. Brandon Smiley at quarterback for Conneaut. Looks over to his bench. He's got the 5 count by the official. No delay.
Yep, they can get it off. That's what I thought.
It is a delay of game. Yeah, I was wondering myself, and I saw the referee's hand come up.
Well, you know, and it's interesting because we've seen this a few times in their offense where they set up, he barks a couple of signals, and then they look, and I'm wondering, you know, is that back judge, does he have his watch running? Because that takes a lot of time to do that, and they're not particularly fast getting it in to begin with.
So 5-yard penalty takes it back to the 35 of Titusville, brings up a 3rd down 13 for Conneaut. Yeah, no, just not calling the play. Doubles left, doubles right. Single back would be Williams. Brandon Smiley dropping straight back to throw. Wants to go to the outside, throws it up short. Nice pressure in there by Jacobson.
Yeah, we had a good job here. Our front 5 now, our defensive line gets a nice umbrella-type rush on the quarterback. No place for him to try to run to. Downfield, our corners, they've got the receivers pretty well covered. Now, I'm not sure where he was trying to go with this, whether somebody ran the wrong route. I think he was expecting a comeback pattern, and nobody came back to him.
So it brings up a 4th down and 13. Big play. We need a turnover. That's a push kick.
Get away.
And the ball's going to hit, and it's going to roll in favor of Conneaut inside the 10, down about the 5-yard line. So that was a good push kick.
Well,
but we got a 3 and out. See if we can do something.
Yeah, you got the stop you needed, and you know, if you're sitting there offensively, you know you can open holes here. We've had opportunities. We just got to keep our heads on our assignments, get into some blocks, and open a couple of holes here, and we can move the ball on this team.
Titusville 1st down and 10 from their own 5-yard line. Down by 7. Send a man in motion. It's Harvey going to the left. Low snap. Ball's given off to DeRose. Nothing's going to happen. No, he's coming to the outside. Thought he had him down, and they are going to get him down now. I might break that clear. Garrett.
Yeah, that was tough there. The snap was low. We didn't see whether it bounced around some or not. I'm not too sure, but Jack did a nice job of getting himself out of the end zone, and we were facing a safety.
And Titusville's going to take a timeout here on the field at 13-6. So got themselves a little bit of a predicament here. It's 2nd down and 13. The ball's back at our 2-yard line, Steve. So can't have any more negative yardage.
Well, no, you can't. And, you know, you hate to keep repeating it. And I know this is week 5, and it seems like it's just a rerun after rerun. But fellas, you know, you keep shooting yourselves in the foot when you have the bad snap, or you have the penalty, or a drop pass. These are all negative plays, and it keeps your offense behind the sticks. And by that I mean, here in this case, 2nd down and 13, or 3rd down and 10. Those are the types of downs and distances Titusville has got to avoid at all, if at all possible.
Well, we'll see what they can come up with. That's the 3rd and final timeout of the half. Had to use one on the punt team, and in the last drive they used one to try to get things straightened out. So we have to go the rest of this half with no timeouts.
Well, if you don't get a 1st down here, you're going to be on defense, and timeouts on, you know, as far as your defense goes, you're not that concerned about. You'd like to have them if you can get a stop again and get the ball back. But
so 2nd down 13. Harvey in the backfield now. Garrett under center. Waiting on the snap. There's the snap. Ball's good off 2nd man through. Ooh, almost poked it at the outside. I was waiting for Harvey to get it, as was everybody else. We gave it off to the tailback.
Yeah, I'm trying to get a number. Is that DeRose or who is that back here? No, that's number 8 for Title Bish. Yeah, we almost broke one there.
Yeah, he came close to getting out of there.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, if he gets through that one tackle, he's got a good 10, 15 yards to go.
3rd down 10, Titusville now at their own 5. Titusville sends 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Garrett now back out of shotgun. On the snap, the ball's going first man. Oh, nice cutback. He's not going to get anywhere. They close it down quickly. I thought he might come up through there. I'm not sure. I think it's DeRose. Now it's Bish. So it brings up a 4th down punt situation for Titusville with no gain in that play. 4th down and 10. So we got to kick out of the end zone. So good field position coming up now for Conneaut.
Well, the one thing about running the ball down there is obviously you're not worried about an interception here. You just held on to the ball, but the clock keeps running too. Right now, though, you want a good snap and get a good punt away here from Parker.
Harvey will get the kick from his end zone. Davison standing back at about the Titusville 37. A good snap. Nice kick. The right side, it's going to hit it to 40. Get a good roll there. The 45 picked up there by Davison. Davison's touched there at the 45. Now brings up across the 40. Then he's going to be brought down inside the 40 to about the 38. Jacobson on the tackle.
Yeah, we got a flag on the play.
Yeah, I see a flag out there now.
I'm not sure who he's wanting to talk to.
The man in the white hat. What is it called, Bill? Can you tell? Hey, Bill. Holding against Conneaut. I didn't see it. Did you see that, Bill?
No, I couldn't see it. Where I'm under the goalpost here, gentlemen, and I can't.
Oh, okay.
I couldn't see it.
You can't hardly see the teams down there, can you?
Oh yeah, I'm down here by the cheerleaders too, so we'll maybe get a yell at them after a while.
So it'll be a 1st down and 10 for Conneaut, and the ball will be brought back to the Rocket 47, 48-yard line with 1:37 to go here in the first quarter. Conneaut leading 13-6. Not been a bad first quarter for Titusville. All in all, Steve, we've got ourselves in trouble a couple of different times. The kickoff got us, the short kick, but playing with a little bit of fire tonight.
Well, there has been, and of course, like, you know, as Coach Hancock had mentioned, you get a score under your belt, and it puts a little bit into your spirit a little bit, picks you up a little bit, and we've done a decent job of maintaining that, even though Conneaut has been able to answer.
That's next week.
Cochranton's the next week?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, something going on the far side. I'm not sure. Okay, here we go. The officials, we're waiting on them to set things up, but not sure what was happening on the far sideline. But makes no difference. We're set to go. Doubles both sides for Conneaut. Single back is Smiley, the quarterback. Comes over the middle. Passes complete to Christine. He's at the 40 and brought down at about the 37. Good tackle by Parker Harvey. Alan Christine, 6'1", 230, wide out.
He's coming down here, and he's just going to run a quick crossing route. And our linebackers are back. Of course, you want them back a little bit further than normal because you don't want to give up a quick one.
Not for the first down, pick up about 11 on the play. The ball's now at the Titusville 37. Again, doubles both sides for Conneaut. Brandon Smiley by himself in the backfield, gets some pressure, throws it over the middle wide open. And he's going to get in for the touchdown. Dadgummit. Rylan Davison comes across from the middle, Steve, and he's wide open and picks up the pass and takes it in for the touchdown.
Yeah, that's all this is just a quick crossing route here, and I'm not too sure who has him. I think it's I'm not sure, but I think we had a guy go down. I think I saw Garrett slip and fall. That might have been who he was running after. Either way, they get an open receiver in the middle of the field, nobody around to make the stop, and then they get it in for the easy touchdown.
Makes it 19-6. Snap, placement, the kick is up, and it does not get there. 1:09 left to go in the first quarter. 19-6, Conneaut on top. Titusville received the kickoff here as soon as we get back.
The Titusville Moose Family Center, number 84, is a proud supporter of Titusville Rocket Athletics. And just like in Rocket Sports, the Titusville Moose Lodge is committed to working together to make our community a better place to live, work, and play. The Titusville Moose Family Center contributes thousands of dollars into scholarship opportunities for area students, in addition to supporting other nonprofit entities in our own backyard. Students, get involved with your community and make a difference. Good luck, Rockets, and know we'll always be cheering for you from the Titusville Moose Family Center.
Farmers National Bank has always been committed to the communities they serve. It's part of our mission to remain an independent community bank where the art of a handshake has not been lost. We continue to strive to offer the highest standard in industry competitive products and services. We act not only to benefit the bank, but our customers, businesses, communities, and our employees, because we know our employees pride themselves in their work and serving their communities. When you invest with us, you can be proud to know that we're investing it right back, and that's the way it should be. We're Farmers National Bank. Go Rockets!
Ethan Kite with a short kickoff. It's taken at the Titusville 40 and down right there. It's Broman who takes the kickoff once again. So, Steve, you're right. They're only kicking that ball about 10 yards downfield, always in the same spot.
Yeah, like we said, warm-ups, they did not look like they had a big leg. I mean, they would kick it down around the 20, 25-yard line, maybe the 15 on a good one. They've decided just to try to pooch it and maybe catch Titusville asleep as they did on their first kickoff, or maybe, hopefully for a muff or something of that way and get the ball back.
Titusville sends 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Parker Harvey now in the backfield with Garrett. 1:06 left here in the first quarter. Low snap, Garrett picks it up, looking downfield. Got to get out of there, cannot get out of there. He's going to get sacked back at the 35. Just a mad rush in there. Bunch of white jerseys.
Yeah, there's just no time for Jack to do anything here. Again, the snap is low. The ball's coming back on the ground, so he's got to bend down to pick it up. By the time he does that and stands up, he doesn't even have room in the pocket to step forward, even if he could find somebody open downfield. The snap's got to get better. We've seen 4 or 5 of these now rolling back to him on the ground.
Titusville sends 2 left, 2 right. It just does the timing off of everything. Good snap. Garrett looking. Now he's got another rush on him. He's going to throw up here the right side to Harvey, but it comes up short. He had no chance there either. As 2 white jerseys are on him and they throw him down back at about the 20.
Yeah, you're putting your quarterback in trouble here right from the start here. We got to do a better job up front. I mean, you're not even slowing anybody down with them being in that quickly. So we got to do a better job of getting bodies on these defenders up front.
Well, they seem to be tying up our linemen, and then they're blitzing, and we had trouble picking up the blitz. 3rd down and long for Titusville. Garrett with trips to the right, rolling to his right. Still rolling. Throws it up to Jacobson out to about the 40-yard line. He's hit and dropped immediately right there. Still at the 31, so it'll be up 4th down and about 12.
Be the end of the first quarter coming up here. We'll probably see Titusville punt the ball away here to start the second.
And the 1, it's 19-6. The Spartans on top of the Rockets. We'll be back with second quarter action right after this.
A stranger, crazier, quirkier group of dog lovers cannot be found. We've looked, and that's what you'll find at the Barking Lot in Titusville. Dogs love us because we love dogs. We do everything we can to make sure our clients, dogs, not people, are completely comfortable and happy when they come to our shop. We've worked hard to create a safe, happy, and wholesome environment for everyone. We offer grooming, daycare, and boarding. Plus, you'll find a few products that our clients will love, and so will their owners. So bring your pups in and let them discover their new home away from home. The Barking Lot on Franklin Street in Titusville.
Well, it's a beautiful evening here in Northwest Pennsylvania, the first evening of fall, and usually we would say it's 60 degrees outside, but it's well into the 70s tonight.
That's a nice night for football. Things aren't going particularly well for Titusville right now, down 19-6, but just a few little things we'll talk about as we get to halftime. It's just kind of messing us up a little bit. So got to get it together. Set now for a 4th down punt. Harvey will be getting the kick away from about the 27. Have a single back for Conneaut. That'd be Davison standing back in his own 35. Got the snap, and the kick is away. It's coming down the right side. It's going to hit at the 40. Good high bounce, and continues to roll across the 35 to about the 34-yard line, and that's where Conneaut will put it in play, first down and 10. Boy, even on the kick, he had to hustle it.
Yeah, he kind of stutter-stepped on this punt attempt. It wasn't a smooth 1-2-3 kick. You're going to see here, snaps a little low, but not bad. See that extra step in there? He kind of hopped a little bit.
I wonder if he thought maybe he had to run.
Well, that's what I was wondering too. I was wondering maybe he thought maybe he had a chance to break one, then decided to kick it away.
Well, we'll see what goes on now at 11:48 to go in the half. It's 19-6. Conneaut, they'll send 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Keep a single back in along with Brandon Smiley. Smiley wants to look to the right side, throws a quick in, and throws behind the receiver. Attempt to Jonathan West. Brings up a second down and 10.
Yeah, the quarterback just throws this one behind the receiver. Yeah, it's a hard thing to get a pass rush when these things are coming out so quickly. You don't have a whole lot of chance for your defensive lineman to get much in the way of penetration when they're getting rid of the ball. It's a snap, 1-2, and throw.
Trips to the left. Quarterback's going to keep. Got to get him. Get up there. Now he breaks one tackle. Now he's breaking a second. Now we bring him down, a gain of about 2. Good job by Jacobs of getting up in there.
It is. It's a good job by Jacobs of getting up there, but please.
Yeah, I need to tell you what's going on.
Begging.
Get him.
Just begging. Somebody, please. The first guy there, grab him and hold him, if nothing else. If you don't have to bring him down, just don't let him go another. If we make that stop where he's got him, it's 3rd and long instead of it's still 3rd and 6, but you got 3rd and 10, 3rd and 12.
Yeah, exactly. 2 to the left, 1 to the right, backs. Ball's given off to Williams. Williams going to try to get to the outside. He's out across the 45, inside the 50, inside the 40, breaks to the right side, the 35. He's at the 30. Nobody's going to get him, and there is no flags. 63 yards. Touchdown, Conneaut.
And this reminds me of Titusville's touchdown run, where we just don't have anybody there to tackle. You watch coming down here, the Partridge is coming out there. He's being held there, I think, initially by 51, which doesn't excuse the 1, 2, 3. Here comes the 4th. And Jack couldn't get there. About 4 missed tackles on this run play. Again, you hate to say it, and it sounds like a repeat performance, but tackle.
And the attempt after is no good. With 10:51 to go in the half, it's 25-6. Conneaut on top. So just that one or two mistakes, and it just kills us, Steve. And part of that is we didn't get that tackle for the 2-yard loss. We gave him 4 instead of a 3rd and 12. It became a 3rd and 6, and it just changes momentum a little bit.
Well, and here's the thing we've noticed in their passing game. Their passing game so far tonight has not been good. Their quarterback is a little erratic. They're all quick passes, which for me would tell my guys to play up. I'm going to tighten up just a little bit. Their receivers aren't running extremely fast. They don't have a deep threat, I don't think, unless we just give it up here. But I think I got to press up a little bit in my coverage if I'm going to continue to play man-to-man against this team. Make the quarterback kind of hold that a little bit. Then he gets a little bit rattled. Now, he's a very young quarterback they're playing right now. I believe he's a sophomore. Brendan Smile, 6'1", 120-pound sophomore. Inexperience is there. Use it to your advantage if you can. But this is getting into a point here where we've talked about it in the past. This is almost a must-score possession here for Titusville.
Alan Christine now is going to do the kicking for Conneaut. This time they're going to kick it deep. Going to go to the left side. Comes to Palma. Palma straight up the middle. Now brings it to the left side. Cuts it back up inside to the 30-yard line. Pretty good return for Landon Palma. Titus will put it in play 1st and 10 at their own 30.
That was a nice run back. And again, we're seeing this where before they would try to go outside. This thing is designed to come inside. And he starts to hash and then brings it inside and then tries to bounce out. Nice job here by the return man, Palma. that on our Oil Creek Plastics instant replay.
10:44 to go in the half, 25-6. Titusville send 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Check that, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Garrett waiting on the snap, gets the snap, gives the ball off. No, he rolls to his right, still rolling to his right. Somebody's got to run her out. He's got a man up short, and he's got a man long. Pass goes incomplete, trying to come up short to Signs. Palmer got loose in the back there, and I don't think they saw him. But
well, I want to see here if we've got this on replay.
I thought everybody's blocking for a run.
It was a good play fake. Here comes the play fake. Okay, the ball snaps in here. Good play fake. He pulls it. You can see the lineman. That's going to give Jack time. But watch downfield here. Run your routes, fellas. You know, it seems like we're still running tentative routes, which means we're running at half speed or three-quarter speed. You had plenty of opportunity on that play there.
2 to the right, 2 to the left. Garrett looking to throw. Big rush. Going to his right. Rolling to his right. Still rolling. Got a man down deep. He's Palma. And he throws it, just out of the hands of Palma. Nice effort by Landon Palma. Back at the 40-yard line of Conneaut.
Oh, this is a good job by Garrett. He's going to roll to his right here, and he's going to get flushed. Again, the pass rush is going to be there. And then he's got to roll right, buy some time. Keeps his eyes downfield and then makes the throw.
That's a nice ball by Garrett.
And it's a nice ball by Garrett. And that's a nice adjustment there at the very end. You didn't see it, but you see Palma, he had to come back just a little bit to try to be the first one to the ball. Good adjustment on his part, just couldn't quite connect on it.
Palma goes wide to the right. We send 3 to the left. Titusville was a 3rd down and 10. They're at their own 31. Parker Harvey in the backfield. Harvey gets the ball. No, Garrett's going to keep it and come up to the 30 and be knocked down right away. Bring up a 4th down for Titusville and a punt.
And here, you know, you're seeing our offense again. We talked about with Coach Hancock in the pregame interview. It's just they just look a little bit out of sync, and I don't know if that was designed to be a run option pass or what he saw. You know, on the replay there, it would have been a good decision to give the ball to Harvey.
Yeah, it seemed like he had one man to beat to the outside. Easy for me up here. Davison to receive. Harvey to do the punting. 3 and out again for Titusville. Down 25-6 here in the first half of play. Oh, beautiful kick. Holy Toledo. That's going to go back and hit it to 20, and it's going to roll down around the goal line. Hold up there, football. Hold up there, football. Yeah, way to be. It goes dead at the 4-yard line. What a punt. That's just one of the best kicks we've seen all year by anybody.
Well, and it's not all roll either. This ball is punted very, very well. It's got a good hang time to it. It's got good distance in the air, and it does a nice bounce here. Here's the kick. That's good hang time. Good looking punt. It drives the receiver back. You can see he's not even in the picture yet. It's now rolling towards the goal line. And there's a 24 if a official is running behind that play. It's going to be an extra 6 inches on that punt. That's all that penalty would amount to. But Titusville's got their opportunity here. Get a stop and get decent field position. 1st down and 10 for Conneaut from the 4. They're going to throw out of the end zone. Pump fake, going to throw long. He's going to overthrow his receiver. Out of about the 30-yard line. 2nd down and long. Yeah, that's Laird Stover there. And that is really good coverage there for Laird Stover. He didn't buy on the pump fake. There's the pump fake. He doesn't bite on it. Turns and runs with the receiver. Good job by Stover. 2nd down and 10. Conneaut will send 2 to the left. Check that, 3 to the left. 1 to the right. Keep Williams in the backfield. Quarterback now looking. Changing the play, perhaps. Boy, got to be close to time. Gets the ball off the first man through Williams, and he's out across through. He's still driving close to the 10-yard line. Pick up about 6 or 7 on the play. Good drive by Williams. Good leg drive here by the running back, Williams. And it's a safe play called. Titusville still has a decent shot here. You got him at 3rd, about 4 yards to go. So you get a stop here, and we'll see what kind of punting legs they have. Well, you're talking about flipping the field, and this could be one of those plays we could do it, Steve. And this is a big, if you can stop him here and get a quick touchdown, get a touchdown before half. Here it
now
comes.
the right side.
And
Going to
it's
get the
wide
first
open.
down to the 30, 35, the 40, 50, our 40, our 30, and he's being chased by Garrett. He's at the 15, the 10. He's going to take it in to the house. No flags, touchdown. 90 yards on that carry. Off the right side and off the right side of the offensive line. 90 yards later for the touchdown. 31-6.
They're just a big, big hole right now. They are just, their front five right now are just opening up wide holes. And I mean, you know, holes big enough you can take a car through. There, if we get a chance to look at that again, we'll take a look here maybe at the extra point first and then maybe come back to it and take a look at the touchdown run.
Knight will be doing the kicking. Brandon Smile will be doing the holding, the quarterback. Snap. Smile's going to throw for two. He's got him in the end zone all by himself. 2-point conversion is good. 33-6 with 8:31 left to go in the first half.
Here it is. What we're going to see. This is well after the run. He's just through the hole. Nobody with an arm on him. And then coming through, of course, now we're running. You're going to remember our guys in the secondary, corners and so forth, are running man-to-man coverage, so they're not necessarily looking back at a ball carrier. By the time they realize that it's a run, he's already by him. Garrett with the last chance, the last gasp effort to try to bring him down and just not able to do it.
25, check that, 33-6. 31, 33, yeah, 33-6. The replay gets me all messed up. I look at the score in the replay and
it's not there, and then it is there. And
nah,
that's how simple it is, folks. It's just that easy.
It's not there, then it is there, huh?
Now, how easy it is to get you confused.
Oh.
Obviously. There's a second example. Stay tuned.
Hey, speaking of confused, Bill McCrillis is down on the field, brought to you this evening by the Titusville Dairy Products Company and by McElroy Flower Shop. But, Bill, what's the atmosphere like down there with all the fans and being back here at Carter Field?
Can you hear me all right?
Yeah.
Okay. This side of the field over where I'm at on the visitor side is really good. I mean, they're really joyful. I'll tell you what, guys, our offensive line and defensive line has to do something.
Titusville picks up the kickoff back at the 2, brings it out to the 7. So not good position for Titusville. There's that Palma. Kick went down and rolled to the 2. I was hoping to go out of bounds, but didn't get there. First down and 10, Titusville about to run 7.
Well, and here, this is what happens here. When you're a team that's struggling, like Titusville has struggled this year, and you got an easy, you got an opening touchdown. They came right back and answered. You couldn't. They got another possession out of the short kickoff, and then it's just kind of snowballed into this where you're at now at 33-6. Titusville's got to do something to try to stem this a little bit, maybe change the direction, the momentum right now on Conneaut's side.
Steve, just get your thoughts on this. What are they doing better tonight than what we saw last week?
You can see there's more effort. They're a little quicker stepping, but they're just still not. They're still not executing. Right now, it's a matter of execution, particularly up front. The line of scrimmage is killing us right now. And here's another example. We get a running play. We might gain a yard or lose a yard. Actually, we're going to lose a yard. That's DeRose. If your running back's losing yardage, that means he's being tackled behind the line of scrimmage, which means they're penetrating. That's not rocket science. That's very, very simple. And that's what's happening to Titusville right now. Up front, we're just getting beat again. And I'm not too sure what Titusville can, or if there is something to do to stem that tide, because we haven't seen it so far.
Second down and 11 for Titusville. The ball is at the Rocket 6-yard line. Garrett gives the ball off to the first man. No, gives second man through on a counter. And again, nothing's going to happen there. We're going to lose by another 3. Make another 2, back to the 5. So far, a negative yardage for Titusville.
Now watch the play here. Now you're going to see, we're just here in the center of the screen. You can see 66. You see 50. So we back it up here a little bit. These are tackles and guards. There's 76, and you're seeing all the backs of brown jerseys, which means all the white jerseys are beyond them.
Yeah.
And that's not good. That's the problem Titusville's having right now.
Third down and about 14. 13 for Titusville. Back to their own end zone. The snap. Garrett's going to throw out of the end zone. Now he pulls it down. He's going to run it. Comes to the left side. Still looking. Going to have ball deep. And it is be incomplete. in and out of the hands of the receiver at the 30-yard line. That's Jacobson. He was headed trying to get 2. They'll bring up a 4th down for Titusville.
Jack Garrett's going to get pressure right up the middle again here. And we do it at least. The left tackle is going to push 58. You see him on that side. Look and push him wide. That's what you got to do. But look at the pressure that's in there. Now, Jacobson's got to take this, see Jack coming in pressure, and just turn and run up the field. Get some separation from the cornerback that's got him covered there on the Oil Creek Plastics replay. If he goes a little bit deeper, because he's behind the guy already, gives Jack a little bit more of an opening to put the ball in there.
So once again, Titus will have the punt from their end zone. It'll be Parker Harvey. Need another bomb like he had the last time. Pretty good snap. Got the kick away. It's going to come out to the 38. Taken there at the 38 by Davison. Cuts to the outside. He's at the 30. Going to get some blocks. Picked to the outside and was brought down at the 35. We have a flag down at about the 36. Well, probably a block in the back. I missed it. We'll see when they talk this over. So it might move it back 15. But good field position nonetheless for Conneaut.
Yeah, when you know that was the stop that their defense made that ours couldn't on Conneaut's last possession. This is what we talk about when you try to flip a field. This is one of the things that does it. Now they're going to hurt themselves here. There's going to be a penalty here. I think probably a block in the back. Yeah, block in the back. So that's going to help Titus. That's going to back them up a little bit here. But you know their defense was able to do what ours couldn't do. That's how you flip field sometimes is getting that stop.
Takes the ball out to the 35-yard line where they'll have it 1st down and 10. They Conneaut Spartans. Conneaut, Ohio.
Spartans will take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They send Conneaut sends a man wide left, put a man in the slot left, single to the right, 2 backs in with the quarterback Smiles. Snap on the counter, given off to Williams. Williams goes across the left side, gets a good block to the outside, breaks tackle, and then he's hit and gang tackled, but not until he gets the 1st down somewhere around the 20-yard line of Titusville.
We're going to take a look. We're going to go back and take a look here real quick. There's something I want to say. Here's the punt. Titusville does a decent job here. Now you can see we're being blocked. Here comes the up man. Now watch here. Stop it there if you can. On the near side, you see, look where Titusville's back. He's already got his back turned. Okay, you can't see a running back this way, but watch what he does. Continue here. Look at him go to the inside, and that gives the outside. If he stays outside, he doesn't get that corner.
Yep.
Those are the fundamental type of things that Coach Hancock has been talking about with this ball club.
Smile looking to throw, goes to the left side, passes complete. He's at the 20, the 15, the 10, 5, touchdown. Nate Lauer, I believe. Now check that. It is Jonathan West with the tackle, with the touchdown for Conneaut.
Smile looking.
Yeah, he's just going to fight. This is just a flare pass to the left side, and I don't know. I mean, I don't know where Titusville's at defensively. There, here it comes. There's nobody up there. Up comes the corner, who's playing 10 yards back a little bit, I guess. I'm not too sure whether there was confusion right off the get-go, but once they kick the corner to the outside, it's an easy walk into the end zone.
Kick is up, and the kick is good. It is 6:04 to go in the first half. That puts it 40-6. Conneaut on top.
Okay.
So we're headed towards that magic 35.
Well, here's the thing. You went for 2 last time. And you got it, okay? And so you score here. An extra point gets you to 34 points. A 2-point conversion gets you to 35 points. And then enacts the mercy rule. I don't understand why you went for 2 before and you're only kicking 1 here. I'm not too sure there, because you had an opportunity. If you get that 2-point conversion, you're into the mercy rule again. Just not too sure why that wasn't done there in the part of Conneaut.
Steve, I have a text here. Oil Creek Plastic replays announced by Steve, who works there. Conflict of interest, perhaps?
Yeah, who sent that in?
I'm not willing to say it this way.
Lisa who?
No.
Listen, we've got plenty of conflicts of interest here. We don't need any more.
All right, we're set to go 40-6. Spartans on top. Titusville scored the very first touchdown and then giving up 40 cents. Kickoff's going to come down the left side, taken by the up man at about the 20. Comes out across the 25. That's Jackson. He's going to be hit and dropped at the 30. by a host of Conneaut tacklers.
Yeah, it's Isaac Jackson that does the return. Isaac's a sophomore, and for those of you who are watching this or are going to download and watch this later, watch the upright. We talk about trying to lower pads. Watch how Isaac comes in here. He's completely upright, and to be honest with you, son, that's a good way to get hurt.
And he's not a very big boy. He only comes in about 135 pounds.
That from the Oil Creek Plastics replay.
Single to the left. Trips stacked on the right side. Garrett's going to run to the right side. Power sweep. Outside the 30 to about the 32. Picking up about 3 in a play.
Jack Garrett on the keeper.
Yeah, we're going to pick up here. This is just a sweep play, and I think right now it's we're just trying to get something to go to where we can get a first down, because other than that first possession, I'm not sure we've had a first down yet here today.
Second down and about 7. 5:25 left to go. Titusville will send trips to the left now. Garrett with 1 in the backfield. Now he puts DeRose in motion to the right. The ball's going to be given up to the first man through, and that is, I believe, Ryan Bish. Picks up about 2 or 3 on the play and brings up a third down.
Well, Titusville's going to be looking at a 3rd and 5 here, and you've got an opportunity here. We're going to see DeRose here go in motion. Hand the ball off to Bish. There is not much of a hole. I think there's a hole to his left, and I think he went to the right. Again, we talk about vision in a running back, but we've got a 3rd and manageable here. It's 3rd and 5.
2 to the right, 1 to the left for Titusville. In motion to the right now. Parker Harvey. Again, it goes to Bish, and he's going to get hit in the backfield and stopped. Nothing there. Loss of about 2 or 3 on the play.
Click, bang. Just shot yourself in the foot again. These are the plays that we've talked about it and talked about it and talked about it. You got to get out of this habit of getting a couple of positive plays and then taking a play off.
So it brings up a 4th down and about 7. Ball's at the Titusville 33, and Harvey once again will go back to punt. Davison will stand back at about his 35. A familiar scene here the last several possessions by Titusville. 3:50 left in the first half. Pretty good snap. Pretty decent punt. It's going to take the receiver back to about the 30, out across the 35, cuts to the right to 45, and down to about the 48-yard line. A block in the back.
And there'll be 2 flags. Yes!
That was rather an obvious call. Even I saw that. And that'll take the ball downfield actually backwards for Conneaut, Ohio.
Not a bad punt. A little bit of pressure there. I thought maybe they could get a block there. They had their opportunities.
Yeah, I thought they were going to cut this to the outside.
They did. You're going to see here coming up here. He's going to get tackled right about here. You're going to see coming in here late right there. Yeah, that's a block in the back, fellas.
Also a little late. Yeah, he said, I didn't mean it, though. So it's at the 40-yard line of Conneaut. That's where they'll put it in play. First down and 10. 3:36 to go in a half. Another score by Conneaut will put us into the mercy rule, so Titusville needs to stop here. Conneaut had doubles to the right, single to the left. Out of the shotgun, Smile looking to throw. Throws over the middle, the pass is incomplete. Good job by Jack Garrett.
Yeah, Jack does a nice job here, and if we have this on replay, you're going to see Titusville, they're basically now going to sell out here. They're going to bring all 11 defenders, and they're all going to be within 7 to 8 yards of the line of scrimmage. And you're going to see the quarterback makes a throw here. Jack does a nice job getting a hand in there, breaking that up. Good play by Garrett. But again, you're going to see the defensive formation. Everybody's going to be within 5, 6 yards, 7 yards of the line of scrimmage.
2 to the left, signal to the right. Ball's getting off to Williams, going to the left side, gets to the outside. He's across the 45 and out to about midfield, knocked out of bounds somewhere around the 49.
I believe it's Garrett coming up here again from the safety position to make the tackle. But they're going to pick up about 9.5 yards, so it's going to be 3rd down, less than 1.
So 3rd down and 1. Need a big play here. Pick 6, something crazy. We're waiting for the play to come in. They're going to send doubles to the left, 1 to the right. And they will keep Fedor in the backfield. Smile going to roll to his right, throws over the middle, passes complete to Williams. Check that. Christine, he's at the 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, brought down right around the 10-yard line. Palma over there to make the stop. From the wide side, Alan Christine with the complete. Christine takes it down to inside the 10 of Titusville.
Well, they just run a simple up 5 yards and out, and I think I'm not sure. It looks like Bish is there on that side. He comes up instead of staying back a little bit and allows that little gap over top of his head and shy of the deeper backs. And of course, once they connect that, it's just a speed race now to the end zone, and Titusville's just not going to win that battle.
Conneaut's going to take a timeout. 3:08 left to go in the first half. Conneaut leading 40-6. So, Steve, we started out pretty good. We got that first drive, big run by Parker, and offense been shut down ever since.
Well, and you did, and it was a good run. And I've noticed kind of a little bit that Titusville has played a lot of different kids now in that running back position instead of settling in on Parker Harvey, which I thought after the initial run we'd see maybe Parker Harvey carrying the bulk of the load and some of Lucci DeRose, who was in that position last year and is coming back and been cleared to play some offense. And we've seen him try to carry the ball a couple of times just to no avail. And of course, it doesn't make any difference. You can have Jerome Bettis back there. If you can't get a hole opened up for him to run through, your ground game's going to suffer.
Yeah, I was thinking exactly the same thing in terms of running back by committee as opposed to settling right in with Parker, especially after the first enthusiastic drive.
The first drive. And the problem with it, too, is because you are a timing offense when on those handoffs, those reads, it's been a little difficult.
Singles to the right and left. Ball's given off on the counter to Fedor. Wide open into the end zone and touchdown. Just a little bit of a counter from the right side, and Fedor takes it in for the touchdown. And that makes it 46-6, 40-point game. It will be a mercy rule starting the second half.
Again, this is just they're just opening up holes all over the place, and we just can't get people there. They're getting, the thing is, they're not just blocking the 5 down linemen we got, but somehow they're doing that and getting linemen to the second tier to get the linebackers, because we haven't seen any of our linebackers in plays either.
Knight, there's a snap. Knight's kick is up, and Knight's kick is good. 3:01 to go in the half. It is now 47-6. Conneaut on top. We'll be back with Conneaut kickoff right after these messages.
You could be my love, even if the sky is falling down. I know that we'll be safe and sound.
So many Americans struggle with finances. Starting today, State Farm is here to help, giving us all the chance to simply sit down and learn. Visit letstarttoday.com or talk to an agent.
We're safe and sound.
Anderson Physical Therapy is committed to your long-term health and well-being. With certified licensed therapists, Andersons can provide therapy for all your rehabilitation needs. With offices located at 202 Union Street in Titusville and 118 Main Street, Tityute, Anderson looks forward to opening their new location in Cambridge Springs, making it convenient for you to get back to doing the things you enjoy. So stay on top of your game with Anderson Physical Therapy, with convenient locations in Northwest Pennsylvania and online 24/7 at andersonphysicaltherapy.net.
At the half, we'll bring you the sounds of the Titusville High School Marching Band. 3:01 left to go in this first half of play. Back to Jim and Steve Bodemer.
Knight to kick off. Going to come down the left side. It's going to be taken by the short man at the 20. That's Ryan's. Signs, I believe, out across the 35 to about the 36. That's where Titusville put it in play, first down and 10. And that's not who it was. It was Zaid Crawford with the carry for Titusville. So Titusville put it in play, first down and 10 at their own 36.
Again, Titusville here offensively, they got right now. You got to try to find something here, some kind of spark, some kind of consistency on offense that we just haven't been able to find in 4.5 football games.
Harvey now come over and set up at the tight end spot. And so we'll have a balanced line, Steve. 2 tight ends. Trips to the left. Now we put a man in motion to the left, and that's Jacobson. Pulling the receiver and coming from the backside, sacking Garrett at the 30-yard line is the left side of the Conneaut line.
I'm not too sure. Jack's kind of playing with the football here after the snap. I don't know if he had trouble getting a grip on the ball. You're going to see here. I think it's supposed to be a quick pattern here to Jacobson. Just not able to do it. Then he's just a little bit slow getting out of there, and you can see he get chased down from the backside.
Loss of 5 on the play. Second down and 15. Doubles to the right. Doubles to the left.
Be taken, but
Garrett on the snap, dropping straight back, looking to throw. He's got pressure coming. Throws to the outside, trying to get it to Parker Harvey, and it goes incomplete at the 30. Brings up 3rd and 15.
Play is executed fairly well, but the throw is just down around the ankles instead of up at the numbers. One of the few, and I've thought tonight so far, Jack Garrett has thrown the ball pretty well. That one not so well.
Doubles right, doubles left for Titusville. Actually trips to the right, excuse me. Garrett by himself in the backfield, out of shotgun as usual. Garrett's had to run for his life a lot. Here they come again. Rolling to his right, still rolling, still rolling. Now throws up short, trying to go to Parker Harvey at the 40. And it's at his feet. Brings up 4th down, punt situation. 3 and out for Titusville.
Again here, Titusville's offense just can't seem to get it going here. Pressure up the middle. Jack gets out of it okay. That's not too bad there, but we're trying to throw that ball on the run. And they got good coverage downfield. They're not, there's nobody open to try to get the ball to.
Harvey back in punt formation. Davis standing back at, Davidson standing back at his own 38. Many times he gets the kick. Parker Harvey's going to have a tired leg. Kicking it down the right side away from Davidson. It's going to hit it to 39. Davidson's going to pick it up at the 38. Makes a good spin move, brings it out close to midfield. So not a bad return. 1st down and 10 now for Conneaut right at midfield.
Not a bad punt there. Taking a look, if this is real time, there's 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005.
Got
5-6 seconds for guys to get down there. Say 4 to 5 seconds to get down there. And this is what we're talking about. I don't know whether it's just a complete lack of speed or just a lack of intensity.
Trips to the right. Smile throws it up short. Pass is complete at about the 37-yard line. Hit and brought down at that spot by Garrett.
DePalma there on the coverage, not in bad position. Does a nice job of getting a shot in on the tackle.
Pickup of about 6 on the play. 2nd down and 4 for Conneaut. Trips to the left for Conneaut. Single to the right. Williams will stay in the backfield with Smiles. Quick look over the middle. Pass is complete. Out to the 30. Breaks the tackle. Fumble. Ball's on the field, and Titusville has it. Hoffmeister recovers it. So a little bit too many moves at that time, and the ball flies out of the handle, and Titusville picks up the fumble recovery at the Titusville 21.
Well, I got to question play calls here, and I've watched this here the last couple of plays, and here you're going to see Ryan Sines makes a good strip on the ball, but you've got 1:09 to go. You're up by 41 points. Does that ball really be in the air?
Yeah, you got a 182-pound tailback who's run probably close to 100 yards first half in Williams. So, yeah, I would agree with you, Steve. Not that anybody asks.
No, they never do. It's never stopped us in the past either.
Titusville 1st down and 10. Garrett rolling to his right. Got to get to the outside. Still rolling, still rolling, still rolling. Now he throws up short. And at the feet of Roman. Brings up a 2nd down 10.
And again, I didn't see really what happened up front there. I'm looking at receivers in the secondary here. They do a nice job. There's really nobody for Jack to even try to get a ball to. And there he's going to come up short, and there's 2 guys in the same area. I think somebody broke a pattern to try to come back to help jack on those routes, but we're just not getting anybody open downfield either.
Titusville now will send 2 left, 2 to the right. Garrett with a 1 running back with him in the backfield. Garrett dropping straight back, throws over the middle. The pass is complete. Over the middle to Ryan Bish. Brings up a 3rd down and about 3.
And I don't think we have to tell anybody just how desperate Titusville is to get a 1st down here.
Yeah.
Well, explain it to me, Steve.
Okay, we haven't had one yet this half, I believe.
I just being a jerk.
That's a 1st down, Steve.
There it is.
I think it's a 2nd, though.
Okay, our 2nd one. Yeah, it's our 1st one in a long time. And that's just offensive struggles that have been plaguing Titusville so far this whole season.
30 seconds left here in the first half. Trips to the left for Titusville, single to the right. Could be the last play of the half. We'll see what happens with it. Garrett's rolling to his left, still rolling, looking down. He's got to square up, got a man right on him from the backside. And he is thrown down back at about the 22. And Garrett's slow to get up. Now he'll be okay. Twisted around pretty good that time.
Well, and I think that's, to me, I think the officials need to blow that whistle just a little bit quicker.
Big loss in the play. He brings up a 2nd down, and it'll be somewhere around, well, it won't be anything. First half's going to come to an end. We end the first half here at Carter Field. The score, Conneaut, Ohio, 47. The Titusville Rockets 6. We'll be back with halftime activities right after these messages.
Oil Creek Plastics, the industry leader in polyethylene pipe, is proud to be a part of the Titusville community and a proud sponsor of Titusville High School athletics. Located off Route 27 in East Titusville, Oil Creek Plastics has been a vested part of the Titusville community for 28 years. At Oil Creek Plastics, we take pride in supporting our community and are thrilled to bring instant and slow motion replay to the stream's Titusville Rocket sports broadcasts. In Titusville and here to stay, Oil Creek Plastics. Best of luck to the Titusville Rockets.
Let's talk business. What does yours need for communication? Whether you're a small business or a large one, Armstrong Business Solutions has the tools. From internet and telephone to high-speed fiber optic networking. Connecting multiple locations? No sweat. Conducting business on the go? We've got unified voice. As a telecommunications leader, we know what it takes to deliver the performance, reliability, and security required for business-critical IT and connectivity. Are you getting all that for what you're paying? Armstrong Business Solutions. Your business is our business.
Bayless Fuel in Titusville carries a full line of automotive and truck maintenance supplies, like Wix filters, the best performing, most reliable filters in the world. Interstate batteries, the #1 replacement brand battery in North America. Bayless Fuel also carries motor oils, greases, and specialty lubricants, like hydraulic oils, transmission fluid, brake fluid, antifreeze, and more. Let the friendly staff find the right product for the job at hand. Bayless Fuel on South Brown Street in Titusville.
Interstate Pipe and Supply means it when we say service means business. With a knowledgeable staff, full fleet of trucks, and large product offering, we can answer your questions and fill your orders, big job or small. Covering multiple applications and industries, we're not just a plumbing location, but a one-stop shop assisting homeowners and contractors quickly and efficiently. We are locally owned and make it our #1 priority to keep our customers returning and happy. We have been a staple in the Titusville community for 40+ years. Stop in today and let us service you. Good luck to the Titusville Rockets this year.
And welcome back. It is halftime here at Carter Field. Halftime is brought to you by True Value Hardware and Wagner's Gun Tech. At the half, the Rockets trail the Spartans of Conneaut, Ohio, 47-6. And Jim and Steve Bodum are with us in the booth to break down the first half of play. Started out good, guys.
Well, the first play from scrimmage, actually the second play from scrimmage for Titus, was a 55-yard run by Parker Harvey, and probably the best offensive play we've had this season. And from there, it was all downhill. So you talk about breaking down the first half. I think we did. Yeah. The Rockets broke down. And it's just something that they got to get it together here the second half.
You want to feel better?
No, go ahead.
I'm going to make it feel better.
Okay.
Wilmington's beating Mercer 56-0, so at least we're not in that boat. But that's about, other than that first, like you say, the first run from Parker Harvey, again, Titus just has not been able to put anything together offensively and mount any kind of a sustainable drive. I think we've had one, maybe two first downs in that first half. And we've seen evidence of where I think we can hold our own up there, but we just are not consistently battling up front.
Well, we're not, and I think that's what you've been talking about the whole first half is the line play, and not to pick on these guys all the time, but that's where we're getting beat. And if you're Jack Garrett, you're running for your life back there. And if you're a running back, you've got somebody tailing you from behind all the time. So it's got to change up front.
It's got to change up front.
That's what games are won.
Yeah, it starts. You've heard them at every level. They're going to tell you the games are won and lost in the trenches, and whoever controls that line of scrimmage has the better chance of winning a football game. I don't know, something's being passed. It's off now, so I can't read your cell phone when it's black.
It's just in reference to our guest.
Yeah, but Titusville has got, and we sit here and say Titusville's got to do this. Titusville's got to do this. Coaches are searching. Hancock has made a lot of different substitutions. We mentioned briefly how many different tailbacks or running backs we've seen in the backfield for Titusville's offense tonight. We've seen three. We've seen DeRose, we've seen Bish, and we've seen Parker Harvey. And I think one of the things, we've wondered a little bit here, why aren't we seeing more of Harvey in the backfield? Well, I think he's looking at Harvey at other positions, and you can only play him one spot. He's either going to be your running back or you're going to try to throw the ball to him.
Yeah.
And I'll guarantee you, I can talk louder than this guy.
Yeah, let's go to break. This is the True Value Hardware Wagner's Gun Tech halftime show. We will be featuring the sights and sounds of the Titusville Rocket Marching Band coming up. It'll be a little calmer, I think. But there is a big sound to this band, and we give them credit for that. At the half, Rockets trail 47-6. Rocket football continues after this.
Sometimes a project becomes more than just checking off your to-do list.
Behind every project is a true value, with locations in Titusville and in Franklin. The Gordon B. Garrett Funeral Home is dedicated to providing the highest level of service to Titusville and surrounding communities. Our family and staff continues the tradition started by Gordon B. Garrett in 1965, treating our clients with care and respect. Since then, we have grown, now in our third generation and in two locations, 303 North Washington Street and 203 East Main Street, Titusville. The Gordon B. Garrett Funeral Home, a history of tradition and commitment to excellence.
Healing Heroes is an opportunity for Armstrong and our communities to give back. We've partnered with Guardian Angels Medical Service Dogs, which rescues, raises, and individually trains the highest caliber service and assistance dogs at their facility in Williston, Florida. They are then paired with veterans with disabilities such as PTSD, seizure disorders, and more. If you would like to help, visit facebook.com/ArmstrongOneWire and click the Healing Heroes tab. Together, we can unleash the power to heal.
Whether you're a hunter, sports shooter, or collector, you'll want to come in and check out the all-new Wagner's Gun Tech. Wagner's Gun Tech is now open on State Highway 27 in Titusville, carrying a great selection of quality guns, ammunition, gun safes, and more. Wagner's Gun Tech is buying, selling, and trading firearms. They also offer expert gun repair and appraisal, and coming soon, professional gunsmithing. Wagner's friendly, knowledgeable staff will be happy to help you find just what you're looking for. Call them at 775-0688, or better yet, stop into Wagner's Gun Tech, Route 27, Titusville.
And welcome back to the True Value Hardware. Wagner's Gun Tech halftime show. 8:17 to go here at the half. 47-6 is the score. Bill McCrillis is on the field with the wireless mic, brought to you by the Titusville Dairy Products Company and by McElroy's Flower Shop. It's homecoming a week away. Order your loved ones some flowers for homecoming. Bill, you down there? No, Bill?
Yeah.
Hey, Bill.
We're here.
Hey, homecoming next week.
Yeah, it's going to be should be quite a extravaganza. We always have a good time at homecoming. Lots of fireworks and choosing of the homecoming queen again, huh?
Yeah, looking forward to bringing folks that. And by the way, that game will be live video next week, so you're going to have to dress up, Bill.
Okay, I'll try.
And maybe some more seasonable temperatures next Friday night. I think the parade steps off around 5:45 is what former athletic director Jim Cum told me. So about 5:45, and of course they'll make their way down to Carter Field. So looking forward to homecoming next week. We're still waiting for the Titusville High School marching band to come out on the field and perform. Bill, just looking around at the crowds out there. Folks happy to be back at Carter Field after a few weeks on the road.
Yeah, I think so. Crowd's not too bad. We're looking at the grandstand here. It looks pretty good. Visiting team, they got quite a following over here. So, yeah, and we got a lot of Pitt down here tonight. University of Pittsburgh's here tonight. Cheerleaders are helping our cheerleaders out. We got the yellow cheerleaders from the Little League football. We got the Reds here. We got the Greens here. It's quite festive. Maybe. Oh yeah, no. We also got the Pitt Panther over here, sitting here too.
Ah, very nice. Looking forward to.
Maybe I'll walk over and see if we can get a word with the Panther.
Yeah, there you go, Bill.
Okay, I'll walk over here.
Looking forward to later on in the sports season. We've got Pitt basketball we'll be covering, so we'll be seeing the Pitt Panther there. Pounce.
Okay. You hear me all right?
Yeah, right now.
Okay, we got some University of Pittsburgh students here, cheerleaders, and guys, come on, give us a wave. Give us hello. All right, what's the Panther doing over here? Is he sleeping? He's sleeping? Can he talk?
You might not be able to hear him.
Pounce doesn't want to talk to us, does he? All right, Bill McCrillis down on the field with the wireless mic, brought to you tonight by the Titusville Dairy Products Company and by McElroy's Flower Shop. And now, ladies and gentlemen, your Titusville High School marching band performing here during the True Value Hardware Wagner's Gun Tech halftime show. Sounds of the Titusville High School Marching Band performing during the True Value Hardware Wagner's Gun Tech halftime show. Again, a week away from homecoming. Second half action of Titusville Rocket football is coming up next.
Farmers National Bank has always been committed to the communities they serve. It's part of our mission to remain an independent community bank where the art of a handshake has not been lost. We continue to strive to offer the highest standard in industry competitive products and services. We act not only to benefit the bank, but our customers, businesses, communities, and our employees, because we know our employees pride themselves in their work and serving their communities. When you invest with us, you can be proud to know that we're investing it right back, and that's the way it should be. We're Farmers National Bank. Go Rockets! A stranger, crazier, quirkier group of dog lovers cannot be found. We've looked, and that's what you'll find at the Barking Lot in Titusville. Dogs love us because we love dogs. We do everything we can to make sure our clients, dogs, not people, are completely comfortable and happy when they come to our shop. We've worked hard to create a safe, happy, and wholesome environment for everyone. We offer grooming, daycare, and boarding. Plus, you'll find a few products that our clients will love, and so will their owners. So bring your pups in and let them discover their new home away from home, the Barking Lot on Franklin Street in Titusville.
Hospital partners, Meadville Medical Center and Titusville Area Hospital together provide a continuum of high-quality care across Crawford County. Both create the ultimate patient experience. Every patient, every time. Meadville Medical Center and Titusville Area Hospital are more than a hospital. We are a hospital partner, a community partner, a family partner, and a health partner.
So many Americans struggle with finances. Starting today, State Farm is here to help, giving us all the chance to simply sit down and learn. Visit letstarttoday.com or talk to an agent.
We're safe and sound.
And welcome back to Carter Field. Second half action just moments away. Our coverage of Titusville Rocket football this season is brought to you by these great sponsors: State Farm Insurance, by Baylor's Fuel Service, by Oil Creek Plastics, by Interstate Pipe and Supply, by Larry's Auto Service, by True Value Hardware, by Anderson Physical Therapy, by Armstrong, by the Gordon B. Garrett Funeral Home, by the Titusville Dairy Products Company, by Joe Taylor Ford, by Farmers National Bank, by the Titusville Area Hospital, Meadville Medical Center, by the Blue Canoe Brewery, by the Titusville Moose Family Center, by the Barking Lot, by Wagner's Gun Tech, by the Oil Country Federal Credit Union, by Corky's Pizza and Subs, by Family Video, and by the Titusville Beverage, providing pop and water up here in the booth. Let's turn it over to Jim and Steve Bodemer.
Titusville will have to kick off to get this half started as Parker Harvey addresses the ball. He says, hello, ball. Kicks it down to Fedor. He fumbles it back at the 15-yard line, picks it up, cuts it up the right side, and hopefully he's going to be hit and drop there. And now he is. Titusville with a nice gang tackle down there, good ball pursuit, and they'll take it and play somewhere right around the 25-yard line. Check that, 15-yard line.
Yeah, it's hard to get decent field position when your return guy drops the punt. That's about the only thing that, drops the kick, but that's about the only thing so far Conneaut has had a little trouble with.
So Conneaut will put it in play, first down and 10. 47-6 is the halftime score as we get set to go. Doubles to the right, single to the left for Conneaut. And we'll see what they have in the backfield here. Fedor is one of them. They have two in the back. I'm going to guess it's Williams to the other side. Ball's given off in the counter fumble, but the ball's picked up and going to pick up about two on the play. Fumble on the handoff, but Titusville unable to capitalize on that, but they do make a stop, pick up maybe one on the play.
Dunlap and Vroman making the stop on that play there, and that, again, Conneaut helping out a little bit by putting the ball on the ground.
Second down and 9. The ball at the 21-yard line of Conneaut. Again, Two in the backfield. Smile wants to throw. Throws it up short. Gets it to Christine. Christine breaks one tackle. Big guy. Drives it out across the 30 to the 33 or so. Picks up enough for the first down. Christine's a 6'1", 230-pound senior. He's a big boy.
Yeah, and he's going to get open here. He's just going to find the open slot there and break a tackle and get the first down.
Looking to the sideline to get to play as they set up the line. They're going to send two to the left. Again, two to the right. Keep two men in the backfield. It's like Williams and Fedor in the backfield with Smile. Giving up to the first man through straight up. Fedor cuts to the outside. He's across the 35. He's crossed midfield. Going to try to cut it back to the left side, and then he's finally going to be hit and stopped to the Titusville 46. But a pickup of about 20 on the play. Brings up a first down in the Titusville side of the field.
Again, the battle's being won up front, and Titusville just cannot. You're going to see him come through here, and he's through the hole and untouched until he gets into the secondary, and then we're just trying to run him down and play catch up.
First down and 10. The ball's now at the Titusville 46. Just underway here in the first half. First possession for Conneaut. Ball's given off the tailback, coming across the left side. Gets pursued nicely in there and thrown for the loss.
That is
Partridge.
Partridge, yeah. Partridge. Finally, we get some defensive penetration on the play here. And, he does a nice job of penetrating, shedding the blocker, and getting his hands on the running back. That's probably the best defensive play we've had here tonight.
Loss of 5 on the play. Brings up a second down and 15. Two to the right, one to the left. Two in the backfield. Ball's given off in the counter, coming across the 50, the 45, the 40. He's got open field, got a good block downfield. Breaks the tackle, cuts it back to the inside, and he's going to take it down inside the 10. Titusville over pursued at one point, and then he cuts it back. Jack Garrett makes a saving tackle, keeps him out of the end zone.
Watch the trap play. Now Partridge is there. You see how he is squared up to the lineman? They're going to tell you not to do that. You don't want to square yourself up to the pulling guard. Keep your shoulders parallel to the line of scrimmage. He's in turn turning his shoulders and making a full target of himself, and they get a nice block on him and then seal off to the inside and break the run down the field for a big gain.
One to the left for Conneaut. Two to the right, same formation. Two in the backfield. Ball's given off to the tailback, straight up across the middle. He drives inside for the touchdown. From 9 yards out, Davison takes it in for Conneaut. Puts 6 more on the point on the board for Conneaut. 53-6.
Again, there just isn't anything else to say. Look at the hole. And we're reaching for tackles, and it's just, it's just there. It's opened, and there's nobody in the middle there to make a tackle.
Extra point attempt is good, and it's 54-6. Conneaut on top with 9:02 to go here in the third quarter. So that didn't take him too long, Steve.
Well, it doesn't when you break it, a 40, 50-yard run. That kind of puts a lot of yardage in there very easily. And again, we're back to missing tackles, not being able to execute game plans either offensively or defensively, and we're paying a price for it. It's now 54-6, and there's a lot of looking on the sidelines for Titusville. There's a lot of heads down. You kind of wonder now what Titusville can do at this point. Bill, what are you seeing down there?
Well, guys, I'm seeing about the same thing I've seen every week here for 4 weeks. Man, I just don't understand. We started out that good with Harvey. We haven't seen him touch the ball at all, really. And Jack just haven't got time to throw the ball.
Well, again, we've said it before, and I hate to sound like a broken record here as the Conneaut kicks off here, but we've got to do a better job up front.
Ball's taken by Titusville at the 30. Cuts to the back to the left side, and it's going to be brought down at about the 34-yard line. That's Vroman on the return. So it'll be first down and 10 Titusville. They'll be at their own 34. See if we can get something going offensively here.
On the tackle for Spartans, right at the 35-yard line. The Rockets will take over first down and 10.
First down and 10 Titusville. Again, at their own 35. Titusville will send one to the right. Send three to the right, excuse me, and one to the left. Garrett at the quarterback. On a belly series, he's going to keep it and bring it out to about the line of scrimmage. Running in there with Charlie Nicholson. But he kept it and brought down the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Yeah, that's one I think Jack's got to give right here. But look, he's got to run inside. They're trying to run wide here. We've got Partridge coming over here. He does initial contact well, but he doesn't sustain a block, which allows the defensive tackle to kind of make a mess of that read. You'd like to see him sustain that block, but at least he's there and he's making some contact with shoulders.
Titusville now sends to the right, stack a man on the wing left. On the counter goes to Ryan. Trying to get him to the outside. Ryan signs, and he's not going to get anything. He's going to lose another 5. So bring up a second down, check that third down and 15.
Again, right now for Titusville, we're just not winning any battles now. Titusville's got to do something here, and I don't know what. You know, we keep saying Titusville's got to do something, and what do we do? I don't know. I just have no idea what you try to do here.
Yeah, well, it's easy to see it up here, and from a coaching perspective, you know, we mentioned it, they've tried multiple people in different positions, so you got a bunch of young kids trying to get the job done, and it's just not happening. Garrett looking to throw it, pulls it down, going to try to straight up the middle, and tries to get something out of it himself, picks up maybe 3 in the play, bring up a fourth down, about 12. So you have some kids who are in this position for the first time, and now actually it's the 4th game. We're midway through the season by now. We're still making some of the same mistakes, but it's just a case of technique, and we just don't have it down yet.
No, we're not seeing it, and you know. You talk with Coach, like we've talked with Coach Hancock, and you know, it seems like in practice they seem to have a grasp of what they're supposed to do. They seem to have an understanding of what they're supposed to do. And they get into games, and it's like deer in the headlights. They all of a sudden, it's like their head locks up, and they forget where they're at or what they're supposed to be doing.
Titusville now in punt formation. Parker Harvey will be doing the kicking.
Them or me, Steve?
Well, both. A good punt.
Could be taken at about the 32. Up
nice
the right side.
job.
Nice job. Nice tackle out there. That would be Ryan Bish, I believe.
And that's what you want to see. And this is what, you know, you get baffling here. And Ryan's been down in time on other punts. And here, you know, we grab and we hold on to and we make the tackle. That on Oil Creek Plastics replay. Yeah, it's just one of those things where you ask yourself, now why can't we do this all the time? Consistency is the problem.
So we'll see now what Conneaut comes up with. They're going to send 2 to the left. 1 to the right, still looking at the sideline for the play. Now they're going to make a switch in the backfield. Titusville's going to make a switch also at the line. And we look like we're set to go. High snap, the quarterback gives it off the tailback, coming across, breaks to the outside, across the 40 to about the 41. New quarterback in there is Rylan Davison for Conneaut. A few substitutes out there now for Conneaut. Leading 54-6. Probably can afford to substitute a little bit. Of course, we're in the mercy rule. Clock runs constantly. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Davison at quarterback. Gives it off to the tailback. Oh, and he's hitting smack. Nice job by somebody in there. Bish again.
There's a. You're going to take a look, and I think on the left side of their offensive line, they've got 2 new kids coming in here, possibly, or 1. I'm not too sure, but somebody missed a block here. Somebody didn't quite read the same blocking scheme, and we get Bish in untouched.
Trips to the left now for Conneaut. It's a 3rd down and 8. Davison with the ball, keeps it. He's going to try to cut it up side to side, and he's going to be brought down. I believe that will be Levi Nosko, I think. Brings up a 4th down situation. First punt possibly for Conneaut tonight.
4th and 5. Ball spotted at the 41-yard line.
Looks like they might go for it here. That short kick they had a little bit ago.
My guess is it's going to be a short kick when you see a lineman in the backfield.
Yeah. And the kick's going to go over the head of, we touched it. Got to get on it. And we do. At the 24-yard line. That would be Isaac Jackson covering the ball. Titusville now with 1st down and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Well, we'll see if Titusville now, their defense did a nice job here. Now, again, remember, Conneaut is starting to substitute freely here. And Titusville, to be honest with you, I've seen a lot of jerseys coming out here. Of course, we've seen these jerseys floating in and out most of the ball game. But they've got some newer jerseys, it looks like, in there. Parker Harvey coming off again. So they're playing some reserves as well.
Jack Garrett at quarterback. Gives the ball off to the tailback. Driving straight ahead is Bish. He drives out across the 25 to about the 27. Ryan Bish picks up about 4 or 5 on the play.
Number 22, Johnny West on the tackle.
Bring up a 2nd down and 6. Ball now at the 28 of Titusville. 54-6. Conneaut on top. Stacked, and here comes a quarterback on the roll to the right. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage, bringing out across the 30. He'll pick up maybe 3 on the play. Bring up a 3rd and 2. Thought maybe he'd stay to the outside a little bit more. He'd cut it up soon.
Well, he's just kind of looking for any type of an opening he can get. I guess he thought he could see one where he could cut back just a little bit. But pursuit's there for Conneaut too. And we get a decent gain on it. We've got 3rd and short here, 3rd and 2. Chance again to make a 1st down here and keep the drive going.
Single to the left, single to the right. Now we have doubles to the right. 2 in the backfield. Garrett waiting on the snap. Has it. Gives it to the first man driving straight ahead, and he gets nothing. That's Bish again. Maybe a pickup of 1, but it'll be a 4th down.
Rockets, number 56, Logan Johnston on the tackle for Spartans. No gain on the play.
4th down and 2. Titusville goes to the line of scrimmage. They'll not punt here. Bringing in tight on the right side. The ball is given off again to the tailback, and nothing there. No gain on the play. There'll be a turnover on downs. Trying to go off the left side, and just nothing there for Ryan. And that'll bring up a turnover, and it'll go 1st down, 10 Conneaut.
Well, I'm not too sure. The way they're spotting that ball, it might be close. He's going to give the 1st down.
Well, shut my mouth. I didn't see it. I didn't think he had any yardage. Gee, I's the first to go, is that what they say? With a mind. Never mind, Luke.
Well, since we stopped inviting you here, you know the whole thing was...
Yeah. 1st and 10, Titusville. I shortened him on the yard. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Garrett tries to throw in the middle. Oh, in and out of the hands of the wideout on the left side. Incomplete.
Garrett's pass attempt. Incomplete.
Bring up a 2nd down and 10.
You know, there again, Titusville, you keep shooting yourself. You got a chance to make a play here, get a 5-7 yard gain. We drop the ball. You know, it's just been that kind of story for the Rockets so far this year.
Titusville keeps the wideouts in tight. On the counter, it's going to go to Signs. They've tried this before. Now he cuts it upfield, and he's going to get it out to about the 35. Pick up a couple on the play.
Brian Signs carries the ball for the Rockets. Run left
Bring up a
side.
3rd down.
Again, Titusville is just trying to find anything that'll give them a chance to break something here, keep a drive alive. Now you're 3rd and long. These are the downs and distances you wanted to try to avoid.
Titusville now will have 3 to the right. A lot of sophomores in there for Titusville. Garrett by himself. Now he puts a man in motion to the left. Looking to throw. Looking to the throw. Still looking. Now he's going to pull it down. Goes to the left side. Got to get up around the corner. He does. Gets knocked out of bounds, short of the first down marker, but it's somewhere around the 42.
Around the left side.
Pretty quiet down there, Bill.
Yeah, real quiet. But I'll tell you guys, it's just been that type of game again, Titusville. I haven't seen Harvey in the ball game. I wonder what's going on. I tried to get some information, but everybody's keeping quiet.
Well, I've seen Parker Harvey run on a couple of times and come right back off. I haven't seen. I was looking earlier too. The opening series, Xavier DeRosa, did not see him on the field on defense to start with either. And I think coaches have just decided at this point we're just going to start playing a bunch of younger kids and see what we can come up with.
Well, DeRose come out with no pads on and everything. I think he might have got a little injury.
I was wondering that because I haven't seen him on the sidelines either. So I wondered if maybe he didn't get hopefully nothing serious on that hand, but.
I don't think it was hand. He had his hand underneath his shirt, like his rib. I'm not sure.
Fourth down and about the length of a football for Titusville. And see what Coach Hancock can dial up here. And time's going to run out. Third quarter comes to an end. The score is 54-6. Conneaut on top. We'll be back with fourth quarter action right after this.
Anderson Physical Therapy is committed to your long-term health and well-being. With certified licensed therapists, Andersons can provide therapy for all your rehabilitation needs. With offices located at 202 Union Street in Titusville and 118 Main Street, Tidiute, Anderson looks forward to opening their new location in Cambridge Springs, making it convenient for you to get back to doing the things you enjoy. So stay on top of your game with Anderson Physical Therapy, with convenient locations in Northwest Pennsylvania and online 24/7 at andersonphysicaltherapy.net.
Oil Creek Plastics, the industry leader in polyethylene pipe, is proud to be a part of the Titusville community and a proud sponsor of Titusville High School athletics. Located off Route 27 in East Titusville, Oil Creek Plastics has been a vested part of the Titusville community for 28 years. At Oil Creek Plastics, we take pride in supporting our community and are thrilled to bring instant and slow motion replay to the stream's Titusville Rocket sports broadcasts. In Titusville and here to stay, Oil Creek Plastics. Best of luck to the Titusville Rockets.
We're back in Titusville here. We're going to make a switch here in the booth as well as both teams have substituted to the JV ranks. The stream media is going to do the same thing here. Play-by-play guy Jim Bodum is just a little bit under the weather.
How is that possible when it's 85 degrees?
And here's the thing.
Now he can talk.
Now he can talk, yeah. I'd like to say that, I'd like to say it's something only my dad could pull off, but my wife's also been suffering with things as well for the last 2 to 3 weeks. So, it's going around, folks. If you haven't got it, try to avoid it. Titusville 1st and 10 at their own 49. Garrett in the backfield. He's going to look for the counter. Now he's going to keep it on a bootleg, naked bootleg. He's going to get to about the 50-yard line, maybe across the 50 to the 49. Brought down there by Logan Johnson for the Spartans. So Titus will pick up about two, maybe 3 yards they're giving them. And I will say this here, with the last couple of spots on the ball, that the officials are fairly generous to Titusville. I thought maybe at the 49, they're going to mark it closer to the 48. So second down.
Bill, what'd you say to them?
Get your act together.
No, we mean to the officials.
That's what I told
them. Oh, okay. Second down 7, 10:55 to go in the final quarter here. 2 men to the right, 1 man to the left. Garrett still in at quarterback. Man in motion out of the backfield. That's Boaz. Fake. Garrett sees an opening. He's going to take off over the right side. Goes wide, trying to turn it upfield to the 45. Very close to the first down marker. They're going to mark him at about the 41. And it should be pretty close to a first down. Now, we're going to wait and see where they mark it. And they're going to make it third down. We're going to go third down, less than a yard, obviously. If anybody here is wondering why Jack Garrett's still in at quarterback, understand that Titusville only has a couple of quarterbacks. One of them is hurt going into this ball game already, so Jack's going to have to finish out this ball game.
For the Rockets.
10:05 to go in the final quarter. Third down, less than a yard.
Now
2 men to the right, 1 far left, 1 in the slot left. Jack going to take it on a quarterback draw over the right side. Ball's out. There's a fumble, and we'll see who has it. I thought he had enough for the first down, but he lost the ball. And we're waiting to see where they're going to mark it and who has it. It must have been out of bounds. So Titusville will retain the ball, but they're going to lose about 5 yards. It's going to be fourth down, about 5 to 6 yards for Titusville at the Conneaut 46-yard line. Clock is running. Remember, we are under the mercy rule here. 9:45 now in the fourth quarter. Titusville now not going to punt. They're going to split one man each side. 2 men in the backfield on either side of Garrett. Garrett's going to back him up a little bit. Waiting for the snap. There's the snap. He's going to hand it off to the running back, and we got a hole over on the left side, and that's Bish, I believe. And he's going to run the ball down inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line, and that'll be a first down for the Titusville Rockets. Titusville with a little bit of drive here. Again, it's 54-6, mercy rule in effect. Titusville now looking to the sidelines, just trying to get a play called. We're going to send 3 men to the left, 1 far to the right. Bish in the backfield now with Garrett. Garrett taking a look at the defense. Ball is snapped. We're going to make the read option, and Jack slips a little bit, and I think his knee hit. Again, we've said this before. There's that dreaded turf monster, Bill. Again, for what, the 5th week in a row we've had turf monster.
Yeah, and it's a little wet down here. The dew is starting to accumulate.
Starting to gather on the grass. That will make it a little bit slick. So kids are going to have to try to keep their feet underneath them. But we're going to lose 2 on that. Yeah, turf monster again. This is the read option series. You can see his Jack tries to take off, or his foot just goes out from underneath him. 8:30 now in the fourth quarter. Titusville with 2 men to the right, 1 to the left, 1 in the backfield with Garrett. There's the snap. He hands off to Bish, and Bish is over the right side. He's going to get a yard, maybe 2. It's going to be third down, 10, maybe 11 yards for the first down.
Tackle made by number 72, Damon Bowers, and number 56,
that one just took a little bit. Well, they're going to move it back now. They're not going to give him any yardage, so it's going to be 3rd and 12. Titusville's offense, again, having trouble getting some,
3rd and 2.
Catching some
3rd and 12 on the
momentum here. Titusville now going to line up 1 man wide to the right, wide left, 2 receivers in the slot to the left. Running back now on Jack Garrett's left side. 3rd down and about 12, 7:40 to go in the 4th. There's the snap, a little bit low. Jack back to pass. He's going to go deep. He's got a man. Ryan Sines threw it to the wrong side. He did have him. Ryan Sines had a step on the defense, and Jack just threw it, instead of throwing it in towards the middle of the field, threw it to the outside, causing Ryan Sines to turn his back on the ball, and that's a very tough catch to make. So that'll bring up Titusville with a 4th down, 12 yards for a first down. Clock is running, 4th quarter here. Ball at the Conneaut 40-yard line. Titusville sends 3 men to the right, 1 man to the left. Running back to the left of Garrett. There's the snap. Garrett drops back a little bit, looks over. He's going to go deep again. A man wide open down the field. Ryan Sines come open across the middle of the field, down around the 15-yard line. Jack Garrett just got a little too excited, put too much air under the ball, and overthrew the pass. So Titusville will turn the ball over on downs. Conneaut will take over.
Well, Steve, the night started out pretty good with this opening play by the Rockets.
Yeah, this is the really only bright spot. We see the pulling guard come over and make a nice block, and then Harvey runs through a couple of tackles. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4 Conneaut players. There's the 5th one, the last one, trying to get him down and can't do it. We break that play. It had momentum, had some life, and it just kind of went downhill from there.
Hey, he was determined.
He was determined. It was a good run. It was a good play by Titusville. Haven't seen enough of him since. Jack Garrett now coming off the field as Titusville goes to defense. Now Conneaut with the play. There's a handoff up the middle. Tackle made there by Titusville's great Gage Sutton. Keeps it to like a 1-yard gain. Be 2nd down and 9 for the Spartans. Again, Spartans numbers that we're watching here are white jerseys with an off-white number, so they can be a little difficult to read, especially when you have vision like mine. Second and 9 now, Conneaut. Under 6 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. See where they go here. One man wide to the left. They bring 3 receivers over here to the right.
Second down and 9 for the Spartans.
Quarterback in the backfield with a man to his left. Snap is high. He hands it off high. We get good penetration there. Coming in there to clean things up, number 17, Sebastian Peterson. We've talked about that even with Titusville. Is that snap from center, if you're in a shotgun formation and you're going to run a read offense, if that snap's not good, high or low, it throws the time into the playoff. Makes it very difficult because the quarterback's got to look at the ball all the way into his hands. If it's high or it's low, he's got to do a lot of movement before he tries to pick up the read. We are now at 5 minutes, 10 seconds to go. Fourth quarter, 54-6. The Spartans of Conneaut, Ohio over Titusville. Now they have 3 men to the left, 2 men to the right. Quarterback's alone. He's going to try to make a draw, and that's that looked like who is that? Looks like 51, Caleb Dunlap.
54.
54, I'm sorry. I changed that. That's Joseph Jacobson for the Rockets in on there, on the tackle there. Very little blocking there from Conneaut. We've seen that here from Titusville tonight, and Conneaut there on that play, not getting a body on the Titusville defensive line. So we get a sack on here. We're at 4 minutes, 25 seconds to go in the quarter, in the game. And there's going to be a pooch kick here, and we're just going to let it bounce it around the 40. Isaac picks it up. He's over across the 45 to the 50 and into Conneaut territory at about the 47-yard line where Titusville will pick it up. 1st and 10.
Don't forget the Wireless Mic tonight, brought to you by the Titusville Dairy Products Company and by McElroy's Flower Shop. Get your Rocket fans a nice bouquet of flowers for next week for homecoming. Call McElroy's Flower Shop. Big thanks to them. Big thanks to the Titusville Dairy Products Company. In fact, we just ordered a whole bunch of water for our soccer program for Sunday, guys, because it's going to be almost 90 degrees on Sunday.
Hey, look, did you order any cottage cheese, though? They got really good cottage cheese down there.
Isn't it great, Bill?
Cottage cheese and pizza, or peaches, you can't beat it.
I don't think I'd put it on my pizza, but peaches, sure.
Pizza's good, too.
Here's the handoff. Nope, Jack Garrett's going to keep it up the middle. He pulled it just in time, and he's over the 40, down to the 25 to 20. Jack's going to be able to pull this one into the end zone. It looks like here's a touchdown for Titusville. A moral victory, if nothing else, for the Rockets here. And it's a good run for Jack Garrett, who's what do you think, Bill? Take a little bit of beating here tonight?
I could say a little, not more than a little, a lot of beating tonight. But I'll tell you what, he's hung in there, and hey.
Well, and again, like
he's a senior.
That's right. And I want to reiterate here. Remember, Titus is a little thin at the quarterback position to begin with. We got the one quarterback in Fish that's already down, didn't even suit up for tonight's ball game, so that kind of left us with Garrett, and that's why he's still in there. Titus was going to go for 2. We got 2 men to the right, 2 to the left. Now we're going to bring one in motion across the formation to the right side of the field. There's the snap. He's open in the flats, and it's completed, and he's going to spin in for the 2-point conversion to give Titusville 14 points. So it's 54-14 now with 3:41 to go in this ball game.
Well, much like 2 weeks ago, Steve, Rockets hanging in there and putting some points on the board at the end of the game. I realize Mercyhurst left their starters in, but it's still nice that these guys aren't just giving up.
Well, and we've talked about this. We've seen, the level of intensity, I guess, is how I would describe it, is being kind of blasé week 1, week 2, even maybe a little bit worse than that. But week 3 against Mercyhurst, we thought this team's got some life to them. They've got some spunk to them. And then in week 4, just a complete bailout on it. Just not sure exactly what had happened. We're at week 5 here, and they started off okay. Then a couple things went wrong, and then when teams are in Titusville's situation and you get a couple of things go wrong, you're just not sure. You're always constantly thinking, oh, here we go again, instead of saying, okay, we can stop this, we can turn this around, and things just kind of snowball, and that's what's happened to Titusville tonight. A little bit of life now for them, but, it's tough.
It seems like overall, Steve, we're talking about confidence. Even on the replays, you're seeing the kids grasp the concepts and they know where they're supposed to go, but they hesitate almost like, is this where I'm supposed to be?
Yeah, it's a matter of not being 100% confident in what you're supposed to be doing. And we had talked about, and this was off camera with Coach Hancock, and we've discussed this before on air. You know, it's one thing to make an error, but it's another thing to make an error half speed. And I've always told my kids when they were growing up, if you're going to make a mistake, make it, but please make it at 100%. I'll correct the error in technique or in the read, but I can't teach you how to go faster. And that's a matter of practice and repetition. You got to go full speed. We'll see what happens here. Titus with 3 minutes and 25 seconds in the fourth. Conneaut with the ball, 2 men to the left, 2 to the right. 1 man in the backfield with the quarterback. There's the ball snapped, and the quarterback's going to keep it over the left side. He's out to about the 34-yard line, but we have a flag on the play. Where it's at, I'm going to say we finally saw a hold call. Waiting for them to mark the penalty.
That ball was carried by number 32, Ryan Ketter. But we do have a flag on the play.
Ketter was the ball carrier. He's the new quarterback in for Conneaut.
Tackle made by
and it is indeed against Conneaut. They're talking to Titusville now.
55, Moscow.
It is a hold against Conneaut, so that's going to move the ball back. Make it a first down in about 16, 18, it looks like, because it's a spot foul. And there's the whistle for play. The clock will run again. It's 3 minutes, 10 seconds to go. It'll be first down at about 18. Conneaut with 3 men to the right, 1 to the left, 1 man in the backfield. There's the handoff, and there's a wide open hole that closes quickly. Now that's a little better job on the Titusville defense, closing down that hole. Something we haven't seen or didn't see much of in the first half, where the holes were open and Conneaut would run for 10, 15 yards.
I think, Steve, also you got a lot of defensive players there on the line. Like they're JV players right now, and I think they're doing a little bit better job.
Well, you've got pretty much now you've got JV against JV squads here now. At this point in the ball game, we got 2.5 minutes to go. Fourth quarter, 54-14 Conneaut. They got 2 men on both sides. There's the snap, the read, and the play's going to go to the left side, trying to get outside. We got a hand on him. I'm not sure. I can't see the number of who got in there. Looks like it was Gage Sutton again coming in and getting a hand on, at least slowing him down until help came. They're not going to get maybe a yard on the play. Make it third down, 17. As we approach the 2-minute mark in the fourth quarter.
A couple finals, guys. Greenville over Lakeview, 41-14. Wilmington narrowly beating Mercer, 69-0.
Well, you know, at least we're not in that boat. But we're close. 54-14 here. Titusville having some trouble again tonight. Conneaut with 2 men both sides. 1 in the backfield, working back to pass. The throw in the slot. He overthrows his receiver. Ball's bouncing on the ground, so that'll be incomplete. Bring up a fourth down. Of course, the clock continues to run here.
Maplewood trailing Seneca 34-14. Corey leading Northeast in the third, 21-7. Sagertown trailing Northwestern 66-12. Fairview getting beat by Harbor Creek in the fourth, 35-14. It's Mercyhurst Prep with a 63-0 lead over Girard in the third. Meadville trailing Cash in a big rivalry game, 24-14.
Well, there's that squib punt, as we talked about earlier in the broadcast, watching their special teams warm up before the game. Didn't see strong kicking legs. They opt out of a traditional punt formation and do a pooch punt and try to get the ball, but that one was yanked to the left side. Not a very good kick. Titusville will take over. Excuse me, a minute to go. Titusville will have the ball at the 20, about the 27-yard line.
Oil City getting blanked by Grove City, 40-0. Cathedral Prep over McLean in the fourth, 69-7. Tomorrow, Cochranton will take on Valley Christian of Ohio at 7 o'clock tomorrow night, and we've got Cochranton here next week for homecoming.
Garrett's still in at quarterback. There's the snap, and he's going to pull it and try to give that read option and try to break it again up the middle, but that's tackled quickly by Conneaut's, if I can see right, 59, Ryan Young makes the tackle there. We're under 30 seconds at 20 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. Titusville second down and 10. I'm not sure if they'll get another play off or not. It looks like they're not going to run one.
The fans are shouting run one.
Yeah, it's going to be Titusville 3 men to the right if we get it off, and there's the snap. Jack Garrett has the ball, rolls to his right. He's going to go deep to the end zone. He's going to overthrow it. That'll be the ball game. Time runs out. Titusville on the short end of the stick again tonight. Final score, Conneaut Spartans 54, Titusville 14. We'll be back after these words from our sponsors.
The Titusville Moose Family Center number 84 is a proud supporter of Titusville Rocket Athletics. And just like in Rocket Sports, the Titusville Moose Lodge is committed to working together to make our community a better place to live, work, and play. The Titusville Moose Family Center contributes thousands of dollars into scholarship opportunities for area students, in addition to supporting other nonprofit entities in our own backyard. Students, get involved with your community and make a difference. Good luck, Rockets, and know we'll always be cheering for you from the Titusville Moose Family Center.
Farmers National Bank has always been committed to the communities they serve. It's part of our mission to remain an independent community bank where the art of a handshake has not been lost. We continue to strive to offer the highest standard in industry competitive products and services. We act not only to benefit the bank, but our customers, businesses, communities, and our employees, because we know our employees pride themselves in their work and serving their communities. When you invest with us, you can be proud to know that we're investing it right back, and that's the way it should be. We're Farmers National Bank. Go Rockets!
Interstate Pipe and Supply means it when we say service means business. With a knowledgeable staff, full fleet of trucks, and large product offering, we can answer your questions and fill your orders, big job or small. Covering multiple applications and industries, we're not just a plumbing location, but a one-stop shop assisting homeowners and contractors quickly and efficiently. We are locally owned and make it our #1 priority to keep our customers returning and happy. We have been a staple in the Titusville community for 40+ years. Stop in today and let us service you. Good luck to the Titusville Rockets this year. The Gordon B. Garrett Funeral Home is dedicated to providing the highest level of service to Titusville and surrounding communities. Our family and staff continues the tradition started by Gordon B. Garrett in 1965, treating our clients with care and respect. Since then, we have grown, now in our 3rd generation and in 2 locations, 303 North Washington Street and 203 East Main Street, Titusville. The Gordon B. Garrett Funeral Home, a history of tradition and commitment to excellence.
And welcome back to the Corky's Pizza Family Video Post-Game Show here from Carter Field. The final score, the Rockets fall to the Spartans of Conneaut, Ohio, 54-14. We bring in Steve Bodemer and Bill McCrillis to discuss this game and what's coming up in Week 6 of high school football. Guys?
Hey, Steve, you got any questions you want me to ask the coach?
Well, we're sitting up here and talking about it, and I'm thinking to myself, you know, what do you ask this guy that we haven't already asked him? It's the same thing. We know the problems are there.
We're still young yet, though.
Well, yeah, we are. But it's just, you know, I guess, you know, what do you do here, Coach? You're sitting at 0-5 and things have not gone real well. You know, you've tried a bunch of stuff tonight.
We're moving around. We're moving things around.
You know, that's about all I can figure.
Okay, I got Coach down here. Coach, we're moving around. We're moving some players around. Got 14 points tonight, but
yeah,
you know, we're still looking ahead.
Yeah, you got to continue to look ahead. It's just I was a little again disappointed with some effort. You know, you score on the second play, that should give you enough enthusiasm to keep that going, and it looked like we were pretty satisfied after that. So.
But all in all, I think, you know, it was a much better ball game than it was last week.
Oh yeah.
And that last week game was something we want to forget about.
Yeah, it's definitely. It's just, you know, we've got to make the reads and make the you know, plays that we have to make, and we just still aren't getting a rhythm.
Well, you got homecoming next week.
Yep.
We'll all be here. We'll bunch up again and see what we can do.
Sounds good.
All right, there you go, guys.
Okay, thank you, Bill. That's Bill McCrillis on the wireless mic. And again, we've talked about it before, and it's just a matter of are there any answers? Where are the answers, and how do you find them? So far, we really haven't found an answer. I don't know that there are any answers, Bill.
I don't think so either right now. I mean, you can see our line play is I'm trying to figure a word. Deplorable. It might be the good word right now.
Well, it's I guess at best what I would say right now is as we're running the replay of the touchdown run by Parker Harvey in the first quarter, second play of the game. The problem I have with it, Bill, is at times they look like they're okay. They know what they're doing. They may not execute it as well as you would like them to do, but then it's like nothing's there for the next 5-6 plays, and it's just a killer.
Well, I don't too complacent. It's just that, like Coach said, he was disappointed in their play. Let's face it. That's all. That's what it is.
Well, I still go back to confidence. It seems like there's no confidence in these guys. They can do it. You have some talented athletes on this team. It's just getting them to know that they can do it.
Yeah, and it's one of the problems that you get into. Now, they're 0-5 now, and it's to be honest, it doesn't look promising. Let's face it. I went through this before. My youngest son, Sam Boder, when he was a sophomore, his team went 0-10. So I know what it's like to suffer through an 0-10 season. I watched my son do it. It's not the end of the world, certainly not. But you want to see fire, consistent fire, effort, improvement. And I guess the problem that I have right now with the current squad is the effort's not there all the time. The improvement's not coming. We're just kind of stagnant in waist-deep swamp water, and we just don't know what to do to get out of it.
Yeah, we don't see the improvement every week to week like we should. I think we get complacent from look at last year.
Well,
Steve,
and that's, to be honest with Bill, and I've talked about this, Dad and I, of course, the few times we get together and can stand to be next to one another, we talk about certain things. And one of the things I think that kind of hinders this team a little bit, that they got a little dependent on Brady Corcoran and Mike Watkins last year. They always had somebody to go to that could pull them out of the fire, make that play that needed to be made, and right now this team doesn't have that.
Well, I think
so they're kind of lost that way.
I will say this: I think I think Garrett is trying his best. I give him a lot of credit. There's a lot of pressure on him, I think, and he's trying to put all this pressure and the team on his shoulders. Harvey's doing.
Yeah, Harvey's trying. The efforts that I like, and they're just struggling, I think, in execution is Jack Garrett. I think Parker Harvey fits that bill. I think Xavier Lucci DeRose is in that bill because of the injuries. And again, we saw him at halftime. He came out, didn't have his shoulder pads on, so we're a little leery there. Other than that, I'm trying to find, where's the effort, where's the consistent effort, but more importantly, where's the improvement? And why isn't it here? We're making the same mistakes. We're at week 5. And we see the same mistakes, and coaches are talking about the same mistakes as in week 1. And I guess that's what's super frustrating.
Yeah, and I think one of the other things you're doing, though, guys, you're looking at this ball club and you go back to last year, you had speed kills. We had 2 guys with speed. And we didn't have a lot of technique last year. We had some guys who could make a play. If Brady got trapped a little bit, he had the speed to get away. And when you become dependent upon that, you're basically looking at a first-year team out here.
Yes.
Our varsity ball club this year is basically a JV ball club in the context of experience. Because last year, if you look at it, probably 80% of our points came from 2 guys.
Well, and that's the thing.
And so I think that's an important factor in this ball club.
Well, guys,
so they're learning. So
moving on to week 6, homecoming. Thanks, Jim. Go home and get some sleep. Next week 6, Rockets homecoming here at Carter Field against the Cochranton Cardinals. That is not going to be an easy feat, even though Cochranton lost some good players. It's going to be a tough matchup next week. And, of course, if you want to get your tickets, you can contact the school district, 827-2715. Visit them online at gorockets.org. Bill.
Okay. What did we decide
player
for
of the game for Corky's Pizza Family Video Player of the Game?
Well, like I said, we've talked here a little bit, and I think tonight, looking at it, and there's really there's no huge bright spot, but like we've talked about briefly here, I like the effort that I have seen week to week with Jack Garrett. And tonight he found himself back under center. And you are looking at a young man who, in that quarterback position and in this offense, is trying to lead this ball club, and it's mostly on his shoulders. And he's trying to come. He's had a couple bad passes, but overall, I thought he threw the ball, particularly in the first half. He had a couple passes dead on. We just didn't come down with it. Yeah, they just didn't come down with it. So I like Jack Garrett's effort. He's trying hard. I think he's trying to gain in both knowledge and execution. His attitude's there. I like Jack Garrett.
That's my vote, right on spot. There you go.
Jack Garrett, your Corky's Pizza Family Video Player of the Game. Guys, thank you so much, and thank you for joining us tonight. Next week, we will have live video from Carter Field. You can watch the game live in HD online on our website at streammedia.tv. Also on Roku. Our coverage of Titusville Rocket football this season is brought to you by these great sponsors: State Farm Insurance, by Bayless Fuel Service, by Oil Creek Plastics, by Interstate Pipe and Supply, by Larry's Auto Service, by True Value Hardware, by Anderson Physical Therapy, by Armstrong, by the Gordon B. Garrett Funeral Home, by the Titusville Dairy Products Company, by Joe Taylor Ford, by Farmers National Bank, by the Titusville Area Hospital Meadville Medical Center, by the Blue Canoe Brewery, by the Titusville Moose Family Center, by the Barking Lot, by Wagner's Gun Tech, by the Oil Country Federal Credit Union, by Corky's Pizza and Subs, by Family Video, and by the Titusville Beverage. Wireless Mike tonight brought to you by Titusville Dairy Products Company and McElroy's Flower Shop. Have a great weekend.